Hello everyone and welcome to the second episode of Daedra and Deathclaws. My name is Daniel. Welcome to the show. We're just about to get things started. Just a little bit of a catch-up. If any of you haven't been reading the Fireside Chat, our intrepid party spent the night at the Bannered Mare Inn, had a hearty breakfast, did a little bit of shopping, got some basic adventuring supplies. Lazalia picked herself up a steel dagger in exchange for her iron one. Now she's dual wielding and ready to rock. And I think that about wraps it up. So we're going to start in the market square of Whiterun. Once your shopping has concluded, you're all sort of meeting up just on the front steps of the Bannered Mare, ready to take on the new day.
Excellent.
We're all there?
You're all there.
All right. Has everybody got what they need?
No.
We have to stop by my house first.
Well, besides going to your place, do we have everything?
No.
What do you need?
I can't. This one can't afford it, so we're just gonna go.
Well, I can't afford armor either, so let's go.
Perhaps we'll find some unfortunate cave dwellers.
Yes, or in your house.
I only have one suit of armor.
Quick question. You said we were your house. Is
Yes.
it on the way where we're going? Or
It's
past?
in the shadow of Bleak Falls Barrow, as it happens.
We have to go past and come back, but he assures us it's worth it.
Well, it's actually quite close, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
But it tends to keep bandits and things away. You know, they're a superstitious lot. So, perfect place for a house.
All right.
But my idiot son will have made it back there by now.
Idiot son. Okay.
Family. Isn't it wonderful?
I would know. I have many.
I also have.
Sigmund, he's my youngest son. He's an
Not
idiot, but I love him.
I'm not afraid of anything.
Of course.
So,
I think we should go.
pay the pattern.
Is that bush just right to the over more? Yeah, the purpley leaves.
It's nightshade.
Yes, I know what it is.
Deadly nightshade.
Can I pick one of the flowers? I don't need to harvest the whole thing. I just want to have a flower behind my ear.
You may, absolutely.
Wonderful.
It makes a great
What are those
poison.
other ones? They're pretty.
We've got some dragon's tongue in the garden just outside the alchemist shop.
Do the guards, like, get antsy about us just like...
I mean, plucking one flower as you walk along, nobody's gonna make a big deal about it. Like, sitting down with your shears, rubbing your hands together, that's gonna be a different situation.
I'll take one of those, because I think those are way prettier than the other ones.
Very good.
Do you want me to braid that into your hair?
Yeah.
Perfect. I will take just 2 seconds to just like do a quick plate, braid, whatever. Just like into your hair.
Elves. Now that you two are done playing dress up, can we get on with the show?
Oh, you really are a jerk.
Yes.
Alright.
It says
Well,
the man
that
we're going specifically for so he can
Can't
get
wait to
his
kill another.
outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be like, aha.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Everyone has their own favorite toys, but apparently you need yours specific.
I think he was talking about something the guard said. Not that I know what the guard said.
About murdering Stormcloaks. Not everyone agrees with their ideals, but let's not go stabbing anyone anytime soon, eh?
We do it for a living.
Stabbing people?
Di-
I mean, I do stab people, but I stab them to make them get
Stab,
better.
incinerate, disintegrate.
I haven't
Stabbing
incinerated.
bandits isn't a bad thing.
I haven't incinerated anybody. I actually, and just kind of does mental math. I actually don't have any fire. Oh no, never mind. I do know a fire spell. I could incinerate someone. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I almost incinerated us.
I had a request. And I stop. Good sir.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Capitals. I'm assuming you don't live in a capital.
No, I'm not that fancy.
All right, never mind.
No, it was just... How much for a trip to Farkrith?
Falkreath?
Hmm.
Well, I know the Oh, the rest you can find out by asking, where do you want to go?
I'm not doing trips to Falkreath at the moment.
Have a pleasant day. I just walk away.
All right,
Have a good one, good sir.
you too.
I just sort of look at the pony and just go, beautiful horse.
Yes, thank you.
Scrapes the nose.
The
Nip
horse,
in the air.
it's used to being a working horse, not quite the attention. So it's just it gets right in there. It follows your scritches wherever they go, and really like adds to the vigor.
Such a good boy. I will see
I just
you
kinda went-
later.
As she's saying such a good boy, I just kind of like lean down just to double check.
It is in fact a boy. His name is Thomas.
Nice to meet you, Thomas.
Thomas the dank horse.
He gives you one of those like horse snorts in response.
So, are you guys wanting to pick up stuff along the way, or are we wanting to go quickly?
Define pick up stuff.
Well, you know, the bits of flour and bob and whatnot.
Well, we
you
can.
guys have been picking.
I think if we come across, we have a decent amount of mountain flower and thistle. If we come across something else, like some interesting mushrooms, I definitely could use those. I need to kind of rebuild my recipe book because they took it and threw it in the fire because they're heathens. Anyway, so like some interesting stuff we'll pick up, but I don't need to stop and pick up every single wildflower.
Okay.
We should also be prepared for bandits.
Okay.
Would it be
Prepared as in walking with our knives out?
I'm not saying no, I'm just saying they may be around.
when we get
Unlike the rest of my family, I've got work to do.
further out, I'll look to Osmond and just like, would it help if I looked bigger?
No.
Because I'm a rather short elf.
This one prefers you at that size. We can see eye to eye.
Usually these
fair.
bandit types are
Just thinking if I'm like
desperate.
if I'm a bigger Nord-looking person, then I might.
You're certainly welcome to, but it won't likely make a difference.
Okay.
And in all honesty,
They're as desperate as they are stupid.
they'll rob anything, anyone.
Fair enough. I'm
I
not.
even once saw a young one try to rob a goat.
Of what?
That is
My brother
stupid.
John's got
Was
a-
my first question.
Join the gods.
I'm
Did we go
going
the wrong
to-
way?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to walk with the daggers tucked up my sleeves.
I believe we gotta go up past the windmill, so like directly across. We could just cut right here.
Mind the farms.
Because that's where we cut last time.
Right, yeah, you
If-
did.
When we pass any, like there was a person up there, there's a guard over there, I just morning, afternoon, as we pass by.
Good day to you.
Good morrow.
Morrowind? Good Morrowind?
No, just good morrow.
Not near
This
so
one was
close.
being lazy at the words. It's so early.
That is very fair. I'm actually from near Morrowind.
How do you know?
Yeah.
It's a lovely place, so I've heard. You know, they make roads. We could have gone the road.
It's a bit steep here. You find yourself having a bit of trouble trying to scamper up. You're just slipping down.
Let's go around.
I don't know where we're going, so it's
Neither
on
do
you
I.
all to get us.
Thankfully, I know where I'm going.
That's
Then why'd we
good.
go
So
this way
why
in the
didn't
first
you
place?
say where we should
Because
be
you
going?
were so impatient, you wanted to go through the farm, so I wasn't going to argue. I'm not a rude guide. See? Now on the road.
Are you
Ooh, is that a
sure
white
you're
elf?
not rude?
Yes. Yes?
It's pretty.
It looked
Pretty
kind
gone.
of purple.
The albino characteristics. It accentuates the
Pinkness?
pinkness.
Ah.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Just the non-existing wolves we saw earlier.
Yep, nothing to see here.
Carry on.
Where are we going again? Your house.
We're going to my house.
Yeah, and
Bunny!
Oh, we should get the bunny. Does anybody have any weapon to get the bunny for dinner?
As you guys are all
I say
yelling this-
bunny! And
I've only got daggers, and I don't
hold
think
on,
that's
hold
gonna.
on, hold on. I cast Ray of Frost on it because I doubt that it has very much hit points.
Okay.
Also, my range on it is 120.
Yeah, I mean, it's scurrying about in front of you, but it's well within your view and your range. Roll to attack.
Make a spell, roll attack. Okay. Oh, which had a very bad luck this night. I don't know which die to choose.
That one.
Sorry, I tried to cut my finger off earlier, hence why I'm doing this.
Giving it to the bird.
Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. So that is going to be 22 to hit.
That'll hit. In fact, that will be a crit.
Ooh. So I...
The bunny's not very well armored, is he?
4 plus 5 is 9 times 2... Oh. Yeah, plus... Sorry. 4 plus 5 is 9 times 2 for the crit is 18 of Berber damage.
So you hit square in the middle of the ribs from a profile view here, and just, it is immediately completely frozen. Standing up, it's like, it's moving, so it like rolls forward and then to the side, snapping off both of its ears. And just sort of like...
By the love of Talos, you couldn't pull the punch on that one?
I'll walk over and just like put it into my backpack and say it's pre-frozen, preserved for later.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll have that for dinner.
We'll defrost
When
it.
Meatsicle.
When it defrosts.
I'll just put it on, like, not in my main backpack, like, just on the side of it, so that when it does start to thaw, it's not going to cause problems. And when it does start to thaw, I'll also, like, gut it, because it's frozen right now.
Yep.
Dress it.
Yes.
Of note, isn't it up the hill here where we're supposed to be going when we get back?
Yes. Had to stop at my house first. Let's see if the damn Imperials have been there first looking for my son.
Ooh, there was mushrooms on that. Yeah, right there.
Oh, there are. Good eye. I didn't see those at all.
I wouldn't eat those.
You find one good sample of Mora Tapanella.
Wonderful. Yes, no, I'm quite good with the
Across the
nature and figuring out what to use, etc.
Riverwood is this way.
Do we need to...
We don't need to go to Riverwood. We need to
Go
go
through Riverwood.
You will recall, given that you've lived there for many years, the way to your house is that way.
Excellent. I knew where I was going.
Oh boy.
Hey, when you get to be my age, you forget things too.
I wrote down the mushroom.
It's...
You don't need to worry about little things like that. I'll come up with a list at the end of the session.
Oh, okay.
If you're planning on using it immediately or in the very near future, then you can write it down yourselves.
Especially the number of times I've been plucked in the head.
I must say, your house is a little rugged to get to for
Yeah.
someone who was saying we shouldn't be bushwhacking.
Oh, this is all good. We'll find some good and useful herbs this
Keeps
way.
the bandits away.
So the doctor
Are
may
you
play?
sure they're not just hiding in the bushes and stuff around here?
Well, it
Okay.
would make more sense for them to be by the roads because that...
I just saw another bunny.
Oh! Psst!
There's not going to be any left at this rate.
Just for the sake of expediency, you roll high enough, and you roll high enough, and you get a second bunny.
Woo!
There's very little you could do to mess that up.
Wonderful.
Awesome. Thank you. Are these like markers to your house?
Not quite. If I recall, the markers to the Old North roads are carved in here. I think. Yes, that's Bleak Falls Barrow up there. That's where we're ultimately going. Those markers let you know
Oh,
which
hold
way
on.
to...
Hello?
Hello?
Hi there.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet.
Oh.
He'll think my taste so refined when I offer them to him. You have heard of the gourmet?
The who now?
No.
No.
Who is he? They.
You've not heard of the gourmet? Author of Uncommon Taste? He is a wizard with a spatula. Well, not an actual wizard, but his recipes are legendary.
So he's a man with a spatula.
I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now.
Oh, lovely.
Interesting. I'm from the middle of nowhere, so I've never heard of a lot of people. Don't take offense.
Well, if you ever find yourself in a library or anything like that, pick up a copy of his book. It is exceptional.
Does he have, like,
Okay.
recipes for travelers? Like 10-minute stew or whatever?
You know, I don't quite remember. Most of his stuff is more elegant dining, refined food, you know, cooking for a duke or a duchess rather than camping meals.
So what you're saying is he doesn't include the full basic food groups?
Thank you.
I don't think it's
Thank
a
you.
book we really need because we travel.
I mean, it'll be interesting. It could help spice up our meals or whatever. I mean, learning's fun. Thank you very much for the suggestion. That was which book again?
Uncommon Tastes.
I will keep my eyes out for it.
Off we go.
I need to bring out my note page.
Continuing on.
What can I do for you?
Absolutely nothing.
But thank you.
Have a good luck with foraging. Bye.
Thank you. Good luck, whatever you're
Is there
doing.
mushrooms on the side there? No.
Was
Oh no,
uncommon-
sorry.
Oh,
Uncommon.
Bloody other towners.
Uncommon.
Trying to poke you in the
Oh,
eyes.
hell in a handbasket.
Is that your house?
It was my house.
As you approach the home of Osmond, you find it rather a bit blackened than depicted here. It has been somewhat torched and broken and otherwise disheveled.
Damned Imperials have gotten here first.
Looking
Well-
just outside to your garden, all of your crops have been torn out of the ground. Just haphazardly. Nothing's taken. It's all clearly there, but the plants have been destroyed.
Well, this will be
Philistines,
useful.
a lot of them.
I'm just gonna start picking up the vegetables, etc., that are there. I'm like, this will be useful for tonight.
My cabbages!
And the potatoes. Ooh, this is gonna make a really good stew, you guys. I'm so excited.
Let's see what's inside.
Ooh, there's a cup. We'll add the cup.
That's my cup.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna.
Well, then pick
we
it
just
up.
start like looting his house. Like, hey, yeah, it's all.
I live here, you know.
Yes.
Not anymore.
But like, none of I have a cup,
Fine,
and that is
take
the
the cup.
only utensil that any of us have. So we should like take utensils.
Oh, I don't need any.
You're gonna drink soup
Oh,
straight
hell.
from the pot?
I'll cast prestidigitation to make a small cup.
Looking through the house, it
I
doesn't
guess I could do
appear.
that too.
It doesn't appear as though they tried to burn it down necessarily, but they clearly ransacked it, kicked holes in the walls, you know, searching for hidden compartments, anything like that. And in the process, probably knocked over a few torches and, well, we'll just let it burn, who gives a damn. But the majority of your belongings are here, just on the ground, some damaged, some less so. But it appears that your trapdoor was disguised well enough by the hay there, for it is still locked.
Excellent. This is what I was hoping for. Although I pick up that dress on the floor. I just pick it up, and this was my daughter's once upon a time, when she was small. I still kept on to it. Philistines.
Ooh, roast garlic.
Would you stop looting my house?
I'm getting ready to
The
make
love
us
of Talos.
dinner later.
I'd like to pop into my cellar.
Yes.
Seeing him open the door, I'm like, oh, a back door. And I'll follow behind.
Very good. Entering into the dank cellar, it's dripping with moisture. There's, it's quite dank down here, but surrounding you are a variety of skulls, alchemical ingredients, and an alchemy lab.
Excellent. They don't appear to have taken anything. I look to there's a chest, I presume, around here that has my, crap in it.
No chest, you've got a dresser with some things
Right.
in it. Cupboard, rather. Not a whole lot. You've used up most of your supply recently, and you haven't had time to restock. But bits and bobs.
Does it have, my sword and things like that?
Yes, the
Okay.
things we discussed
Yeah.
are here.
Cool. I'm going to take that hook. It's my...
Osmond,
Yes.
What's with all the dead heads?
And so you look at the skulls that are arranged, and it doesn't look like it here, but pretend. And all the skulls you can see like long, accentuated fangs, like coming from the canine teeth. Trophies. I wasn't always a farmer,
Okay.
and I collected heads more than I collected cabbages.
But
Yeah.
you like heads of cabbage.
And then you
That's a
see,
lot of
like,
cabbage heads.
There's the big skull on the thing. It's got the horns, and it's got like a really elongated snout. And I say, this bad boy almost put me in the grave. And I kind of like pull open my shirt, and you can see like a big nasty scar down his chest.
Oof.
Okay. What do you need from here? And let's get going.
I start, rifling through the drawers, pulling my sword out, pulling my, armor equipment, all my field gear.
Do you need anybody to carry anything for you?
No, there's like a satchel and like bandolier, the whole thing. So I'm perfectly capable of carrying it myself. And then you see him pull out a small silver ring and stuff it into his pocket.
Okay.
Alright, back up we go.
Just for the people at home, would you give us a quick rundown on some of the basics that you're picking up here?
Yes. So we have.
Someone's well equipped.
I told you I wasn't always a farmer. So we have a water skin, some rope, a bedroll, chalk, flint and steel, torches, a few rations, my alchemist kit most of all, not ornate, but a Nordic steel sword, one-handed sword. And I kind of like pick it out of the scabbard and swing it a little bit. This was my mother's, and I sling it back on my back. Warhammer? Was yes on the Warhammer or no on the Warhammer?
It was a warhammer, but no sword. I believe we agreed on.
Can I have the Nordic sword instead of the Warhammer?
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry, my mistake. It is the sword, not the
Okay.
warhammer. Went back and forth. I've just added torches to our inventory to light the area more, and because he has them, it makes sense that now we have more light.
Lovely. So I just grabbed that.
Very good. We'll not worry about too much of the stuff down here. I'll give you a rundown later. But for now, there are 3 potions. There's an enchanter's potion. Nobody's really going to use that. A weak poison.
Yep.
And a potent paralysis poison.
Nice.
So if anybody wants either of those 2 poisons to add to their inventory.
Not in particular.
And I'm just gonna grab one of the books off the shelf.
Wait.
There.
I turn around and I look at the other drawer to the right, more right. I reach down and grab the flute.
Oh yeah, it was my wife's once upon a time. You're welcome to it. I've never learned that to play.
Oh, it's quite easy. You just blow into it until you make
There's a
music.
dagger there.
Yes, an iron dagger. Bit rusted from the dank dampness down here.
I haven't been down here in a while. At least looking anyway.
Well, did you want to take it so that you've got a dagger as well as your sword?
I suppose. Sure. I tuck it in my belt.
Very good, mark that down.
I take the flute and just kind of like put it into my belt, kind of just.
You don't
Now,
have
you said
that
you
arm.
wanted one of the books, but they look ruined.
Mage handed it.
One of them is like I open up one of the ruined books and inside is a tightly bound leather journal and it's my alchemical
Ah.
and I stuff that.
Very good. Anything else in the basement here?
While they're downstairs doing all of that, I am looting for any food upstairs that is still edible or any tankards or utensils that I can.
Does anyone want
And
this?
while we were downstairs, I'm going to grab the tankard and the bowl off the table that was there.
Very good, if you would mark those down. Everything on the wall here has been roasted as sort of the building went up, but the stuff on the ground survived fairly well. You've got some... you've got some wheat, a rather dusty and ashen pheasant
We'll leave
roast,
the pheasant. I'm not interested.
bread, again, rather a bit stale and blackened,
We can always.
a couple wooden plates,
Oh, did I see feathers?
hag-raven feathers.
Ooh, that's not quite the feathers I need, is it?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh.
So you got 3 wooden plates.
And a bowl from downstairs.
And a bowl from downstairs, 2 tankards. That's about it for food stuff. You could take an empty, that is an empty bottle of wine,
Okay.
courtesy of the Imperials.
Yep. We'll take.
What about in that sack? Is there anything in the sack?
A red apple.
In the sack beside? And behind the chair?
3 more red apples. And 4 potatoes.
Awesome.
We are going to have a very hearty, very hearty stew for tonight.
But what time of day is it now?
Because the shopkeepers, for the most part, don't open until 10 or 11, it was about noon by the time that you left. And now, yeah, it would be about 12:45, maybe 1 o'clock, give or take.
Do we want to start the climb up the mountain, or do we want to sit, have a meal, and hit fresh in the morning?
Oh, it's a little early for stopping, I think.
I don't want
We
to be
can
caught.
always sleep inside the entrance to the barrow. It opens to the elements, but it'll be sheltered.
So what are we likely to run into up there?
Well, on the outside, I would chance bandits or the corpses of them anyway. Once we get deeper inside, any barrow of this type likely going to wake up the Draugrs.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we do then.
Very
And
good.
we can only hope that there's
Ooh! Sorry. I should have done this at the start of the day. Boop! And I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Suddenly, for a moment, a shimmering set of blue, almost like full plate armor, hums around Eruian.
Are you able to do that to anybody else?
And thinks really hard for a second. Let me just... No, it's only for myself. I'm sorry.
Do we need the kettle?
We have a pot already.
That and this is rather significant. It would take 2 of you to carry it comfortably, unless one of you just like sticks it over your head and trusts everyone else to guide you around.
It's a kettle helmet.
I think we put it on his head.
Well, it's like a head and shoulders size
Knees and
tall.
toes, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Can we leave my kettle that I received as a wedding present
Oh,
in my house?
whatever.
All right, we'll kick it into the house for you.
So graceful.
There you go. Now,
It doesn't want to go in the house.
You
It
just hold
doesn't
the E
like
button
your
and pick it up.
house. There.
just for general sake, I'll say there was enough food in the house to stretch your rations 2 additional days. We'll get the full list of everything in there at the end of the session.
Okay.
Wonderful.
That and the rabbits. Yeah.
All right, let's get up there.
I think we'll be okay.
So, like, it's literally just right there.
Yes, but
We have to get up to it, though.
it's easier to go around.
Yes, Osmond, you would recall from having walked the path from your home to town many, many times, that just around the corner there are stairs leading up to the barrow.
Those markers we saw earlier, they mark the old Nordic road. Nobody uses them anymore, at least nobody with any sense, but
So why are we going?
to get the tablet that Beardy over there wanted from us.
Yeah, but why are we doing that?
The gentleman who paid us didn't have a beard.
But the sideburns.
What?
Did he?
I don't
remember.
remember.
He's a weak chin milk drinker, but he seems to know what he's talking about.
I wouldn't say weak
We-
chin. That thing was huge. Like a big butt chin, like a sack of balls in front of you.
Weak chin doesn't necessarily refer to his actual chin.
Then what does it refer to?
His constitution morally. I don't have a Philistine for his.
But how is that?
Philistine?
I'm gonna start
How is that
walking.
shown within your chin?
It's an expression. I don't know. Why don't you ask?
I am asking.
I'm leaving them behind and I'm walking towards the thing because I just...
I don't know. I'm a philosopher. I kill vampires for a living. At least I used to.
Bunny!
God.
Is it indeed a...
You know, you're really gonna piss Kine off if you keep doing that.
Who?
Kine.
Who?
Kine!
Who?
I point at the sky. The god of... the god of nature. The shore's wife.
Yeah, food.
I know, but don't be greedy.
1 rabbit per person.
Ugh.
We haven't even got there yet.
Now you have 3 frozen rabbits just like clinking together, hanging from your back.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Do you want me to carry some of those? I could tie it to my belt.
Sure, if you wanna.
Okay, I'll
Is
take
it the same
one.
person?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the same. Bye.
Hi, bye.
Hello.
So long.
Need a rabbit?
farewell, need to say
Frozen
goodbye.
rabbit.
I need to
Lunatics.
add to my
So you find the old staircase in an abandoned tower just ahead.
Okay, let's go.
But yes, if you want to take a few of these, having them spread out the cold.
If I could, like on this path as we're walking up, I just want to look for like boot prints.
Okay.
If I make survival.
Absolutely. Survival check for tracking.
hello.
Hello.
Heffalump-zoozles.
A very confused.
Confusals. So,
It's a 6.
6. No, it is raining,
let's
so
wash them away.
if there was any snow dusting, it's not there, and this is pretty hardy gravel, so there's not really anything for you to go by. Feels like.
As Osmond's like looking intently at the ground, can I just like casually glance to see if I can see anything? Just
Yep.
to one up him.
By all means.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. You definitely notice some slight indentations in the gravel. Could have been footprints, could just be the natural undulations of the gravel. But in your search, you do hear some faint voices ahead.
Osmond.
The tower there.
No.
Pointing with the other hand, because you don't have this hand.
Well, it's awkward to do this when you're...
Sorry.
You're my
any-
other hand.
If
You're
anyone
my
is
major.
curious, Alicia injured her finger. She's just keeping it up above her heart.
I make a great stand.
I tried to chop it off.
We should be cautious lest we get our heads chopped off.
Well, he did literally just mentioned that there was knights. So yeah.
Yes, we should be cautious of whatever made that.
I still have my daggers in my hands, just kind of
I will
walking along,
Take-
hiding them ishness.
my iron dagger out and just be like, that's probably a good plan. And I'll just sort of like
Seeing everyone get up in arms, weapons at the ready, I just start casually walking up the stairs.
Now, Lazelia, I'm curious. Are you underhanded grip, overhanded grip, or one of each?
Well, I think I would have my right one ready to go and my left one kind of tucked, so it just, relax, dagger.
But
are
they
you
sticking up or are they sticking down?
like
kinda
are you
dag-
pointy up, pointy down, or one of each?
One of each? Okay. Just curious.
Because I can stick and...
So who is leading the way up the stairs?
I've been up here many times, so I'll
I
take
will-
point.
Very good.
And you've got the armor, too.
I'll happily stay in the back.
Very
Join.
good. Just a reminder, you have exploration of activities available to you.
Right.
If anybody wants to be, say, scouting, that might be a good thing for Osmond to be doing right now. Avoiding notice, defending, etc., etc.
Scout.
Wait, notice. Self-defend.
I would like to just keep my eyes really, like my head on a swivel, watching for things. Movement.
So, would you call that scouting or searching? Searching is for hidden features. Investigating is seeking out information about your surroundings.
I'm just going to try to avoid notice.
Okay.
I'm just
So
gonna...
yeah, I'm gonna take half speed and scout. Scout ahead.
Very good.
I'm just gonna keep my ears open. Keep my ears open! Jeez, what the hell did that come from?
Those there are some satellite dishes.
So this bit here is rather a bit of a muddy patch. It's quite slippery and sloppy climbing up. You're still hearing sort of a quiet but not hidden or hushed conversation from inside the tower as you approach. It's no longer raining, it's just barely snowing up here, but it seems the wind is covering the sound of your approach for the most part.
Excellent. I would like to stealth.
Okay.
I will get down low as well and be like, okay, this is what we're doing.
So you're going to switch from searching to avoid notice.
Avoid notice.
Okay. So you-
Do I roll
Stealthy?
for stealth for that?
Yes, you do. Or actually, no, rather. You just travel stealthily at half speed, and when the time comes, you use your stealth for your initiative instead of your perception.
Wonderful.
That's 18
I am
for that
also
one then.
doing stealthing.
Lizela, are you sneaking or just...
Are you avoiding notice as well?
Ready for a fight.
Of course, I'm a rogue. I'm doing what I can.
What's a rogue?
It's a common term. Someone who is stealthy and...
So the four of you, sneaking around,
Yes, I'm sneaking.
rounding the base of the tower, you see a bridge to the entrance, and an individual on the bridge.
We see?
What?
You see them, they do not see you.
How high up is that?
About 10 feet above. Her feet are 10 feet above your head.
What's the distance?
We'll say about 30 feet away from you. Give or take.
Okay. So I am going to stay where I can see her because I have a spell, Ray of Frost, that has a wonderful range and has been doing wonderful things for me today. I'm not going to get any closer until she's dead, but I'm just going to like twiddle my fingers and just sort of wait for everybody else to get into position before I cast Frozen Ray.
So just to be clear, you're finding a person you have no information about and you're preparing an attack on them?
I'm just in case
Okay.
because bandits, etc. And this is an odd place to see people, I'm assuming.
Okay, so your spell is at the ready. What are the rest of you doing?
Is there a way to get up and around behind them?
Perhaps. Sneaking around to the other side. Same option available to you. It's a little bit of a higher ground, but it gets you a bit closer to the ramp with the cover of the tower.
Here I want to, it's at this corner, just behind her, and just like pick up a rock, and I want to throw it. See where that lantern is?
Yep.
I just want to whip the rock there to see if I can get her to like walk off the bridge, and that's so I can basically rush up behind her, give her one in the back.
So we're not going to check and see if they're okay people, or we're just going to assume that they're evil?
Just bang this here all the time.
Here, I'll be your distraction. And I will start casually walking up and go, greetings!
Very good. As you walk up, you see a second one here just leaning against the tree. So you're about here. Greetings!
Hello.
Okay. Who the hell are you?
This one goes by just lad.
Just lad, get the hell out of here.
Why?
Because this is our tower, and if you don't go away, we're gonna kill you.
I'm just going up the hill.
This is our hill.
No, you said this is your tower.
It's our hill and our tower.
Well, that's greedy.
You don't own this land.
So you're just coming out of stealth now and joining the conversation?
Oh, yes, I suppose I am.
Okay, so at the sight and the sound of a second person, she sort of like looks over her shoulder and spots you now speaking, and immediately draws her bow and is sort of like almost standoff between you and Jaslad, sort of switching between one angle to the next.
Look, you look like a smart one.
Targeting you.
Why don't you put the bow away and go for a walk?
Why don't you go ahead and make a diplomacy roll for request?
And I'm like silently mouthing to you, like,
I told you. 15 total.
15 total. are the one who's going to take a walk, or you're going to be rolling down the side of this mountain.
Who do you report to?
Stay with your
Manager?
Totally! I'm gonna pretend like I'm like authority over them.
Your new character's name is like Karen Tha. I demand to speak to your supervisor. Oh my
That's great.
So she'll shift her
Love
aim from
you.
Dislad sort of back around to you and say, "This conversation's over. Get the hell out or get shot."
So,
At
this is me clarifying. We need to go up the hill
Yes.
this way in order to proceed where we're going, and they're not letting us.
Yes.
They're being
also,
dicks.
at this point, this person is drawing their mace and just sort of like resting it on their shoulder in a place that would take all of half a second to swing it and bonk Gislad over the head.
I release my spell
I'm gonna
at the
whip
arrow
that
chick.
rock. Instead of trying to hit that lantern, I'm gonna try to clock him right in the head with that.
Okay, just for clarity's sake, is everyone on this side of the tower?
Yeah.
I'm
right in
on
that
the
corner.
I'm on the other side,
Oh.
like around the bottom.
Okay, so you're still on the far side. The rest of you came about to
Yeah.
the side.
I'm right around.
I like
there.
you're pointing with your finger when we have laser points.
I'm on this side.
Just need to wake them up real quick.
Pulls out a pick-ass too, motherfucker.
He's dual wielding.
Well, she went in the house, tower.
John. Battle time.
Oh yes.
We'll just place her on the bridge.
Like right about there.
Yeah. We'll forego the grid for now if you just want to put on the medium scale, John.
I was just so excited by prospect of
Have you switched the thing over?
What thing?
John over here, John over there thing.
Oh, yes. Technology, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we're here.
I'm
That's-
like right there. That's me.
That's Gislad.
Okay.
We'll say Lazalia's about there.
I'm
Because
here.
she stepped forward into the
And then you're
conversation.
over.
And we've got Irian up
And
there.
I'm sort of back there.
Got bad guy number 1 there. Bad guy number 2 there. Everyone,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll initiative.
I am
Are
rolling
you-
initiative with stealth because I'm actually hidden still.
Yes, that's true. Everybody else is rolling perception initiative.
Am I?
You know what? You stayed stealth, so you get that as
So
well.
that was
Here, I was wondering if I would get diplomacy to
That was-
initiative. Because I'm trying to talk my way through it.
I rolled an 18 on that stealth roll.
Were it not for an attack starting it, if
Fair
it
enough.
were like, if you were using deception and like pulling out a dagger.
No, I got you there.
Sorry, Osmond, what was yours?
18.
Half that. I rolled a 4. My stealth is 5.
18 is about half of the
2?
7
So I don't
total.
know when the
7.
other people are going yet.
10.
10 for Lazalia.
Oh god, I'm so itchy. Oh, I know not to do anything with it.
Alright.
I'm not insane.
For the 2 of you who were in stealth and preparing a stealth reaction, I will grant you your 1 action, and then we'll get into the roll of initiative.
Wonderful.
Lazalia, or Irian, your Ray of Frost at the bow,
Check, number
the archer
2.
on the bridge. Yeah.
That's a natural 19. So that is going to be plus 8's 27.
27 is a critical hit.
Wonderful.
That's the first crit of the game.
No, it's not.
Tonight it is.
Of tonight, sure. Not the game. So that is going... No, it's not. I critted on the rabbit earlier today.
Yeah, but like a rabbit.
Real critting.
Oof.
Uh-huh. So that is 16
We
points.
don't crit shame here.
That's 16 points of Berber damage.
Before or after doubling?
No, that's after doubling.
Okay.
And then also they take negative 10 to their movement speed for 1 round.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, so with that, your Ray of Frost goes off perfectly, hits her in her exposed elbow, and you can see the ice just cascade up the arm until her hand is frozen solid. This reaction causes the bowstring to go off at Lazalia. The shot... Don't worry too much. It's a 15 to hit.
20.
Yeah. This was not a prepared shot. Sure, she was aiming at you, but she wasn't prepared for her arm to freeze and let go of the string. So the shot just sort of like skitters across your feet. Absolutely harmlessly. Osmond had a rock prepared. Are you throwing at 1 or 2?
At 1, I'm just gonna wheel it, try to like clock him right in the head with it.
Okay.
20.
20.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. Total? Oh, sorry. Dirty 20. I got you. That will just barely hit, given your distance and having Jaslad kind of in the way. Roll a d4.
Yep. Hey, that's 7 points of damage. Because it's thrown weapon, so I get strength to it.
Hot damn. So, they were prepared for 2 people. This sudden ambush of other strikes coming through has demoralized them somewhat. Number 1 has the first turn, had the mace ready to go, gets hit square in the forehead with a rock and is like dazed for a moment, and just like throws a hand like, "Okay, chill, like, this is not the hill I'm going to die on."
This hill you're about to die on. Swing!
So, for his first action, he's just going to, well, you know what? He's going to make a request.
Bold move.
You know what? That's pretty solid, actually. He's got a 22 on his request, so it's a fairly emphatic request, and you believe him reasonably. That's his first action. He drops the mace, just sort of holds hands up and like sidestep, sidestep, sidestep. Just kind of like backs away and down the hill to the side here. Number 1. Like, we cool?
Yeah, as long as you leave.
And number 2 is just like cradling her frozen arm, just like trying to rub some warmth back into it. Like, I don't give a shit about this tower. It's just job. It's just money. Don't. Fuck.
Oh, darling, I fuck all the time.
You're the one that started this.
Is there an air of acceptance among you, or are we continuing initiative?
Oh, I'm just looking at her and go, run along. Run along.
I twiddle my fingers and say, "You better go before we come back down this hill." Because, yeah.
You should see what she did to weapon.
Twiddling my fingers with the frost, just sort of playing with a ball of frost between my fingers.
They are visibly shaken by this interaction. The 2 sort of huddle together and start making their way slowly down the hill, sort of mumbling to one another like, "Don't get paid enough for this shit. Freezing my balls off in this wasteland. Treasure can't even get the frickin' door open."
Is there anyone else in the tower that we need to be worried about?
No.
Do I believe them?
No.
Inside check.
Alright.
I'll just yell up to the tower, "Are you going to join your friends or die here?"
Can I just stay at the fire in here? It's nice.
Can we come through and see if you have anything fun?
No.
Throw your weapons out the window. Unless they're nice, in which case slowly lower them down.
Bugger off.
I go.
Okay, that's
yeah.
it.
And I start going
Listen here, buckaroo. We can do this the easy way, we can do this the hard way. And the hard way involves my foot.
The, Arunian. wow, I can't remember how to say my own name, is like up here and like, no, you don't get to decide this, and I'm starting to walk inside the building.
Ooh, I joined you.
Just a second here.
Kill all.
We'll just clear these two for now. As you're throwing threats and insults to the person up the stairs, he calls out, "I have the high ground, you've got no chance."
Yeah,
I can shoot
Underestimate my
this.
power.
I can shoot this freezing ray 120 feet. Your high ground means bullshit.
John, you can sit down. It's close quarters here. We don't need to worry about it too much.
Don't forget your dice.
Button. Change his character face.
Yes, thank you.
She's so
Gotta work on remembering it. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
I just, it makes me happy how excited you
Kronk,
are about it.
pull the lever!
So, who is entering
Oh,
the tower first?
I am.
I
I was
will-
like, nuh-uh.
I'm slowly joining her beside her. I'm like, mm-hmm.
All right, proudly striding up the snow and across the bridge, you step into the tower, and you see sort of an exposed staircase with the fellow standing at the top there.
As soon as I see him, I'm letting out my frost.
All right, go for it.
Nope.
Osmond just comes rolling in, still like bouncing the bloody rock in his hand.
Dirty 20.
All right. With his half cover, sort of behind the wall, he's just like poking around. He's got his shield out. You hit the wall trying to just snipe him as he's stepping through.
I'm gonna lie and say that was a warning shot. You have one more chance.
He's going to say, and this is a warning shot, and he just like ducks through the door real quick, grabs a barrel, and rolls it down the stairs at you. I'm gonna get a reflex save from you.
And Lauren, just slad because he's right there with me.
Just you, you're first. He's still sort of in the doorway as you're approaching.
That's a natural 20, which means that it is a 25.
All right,
You
so
go
you just
Donkey
like
Kong on that. Just
absolutely, you hop over it like Mario with the bloop doot sound effect. And he curses and then just ducks back in the doorway. Just kind of freeform here. I'll give just Slab the next turn.
Oh, no, you don't. I will use my movement to get up the stairs.
Yep.
And then do I like make eye contact with him?
Yeah, he'll be like at the base there. One action gets you to the top of the stairs. You can see him plainly right there.
Would it be one action or two action to make a request? I'm like, I want to give him like the mom look. I'm like, you did not just fucking do this.
Request is one action.
Okay. I will look at as a request and be like, run before I push you off.
Roll it.
Intimidation, I'm guessing.
Well, intimidation is demoralize. Request is diplomacy.
All right, diplomacy. That's a natural 1 for 11 total.
These are what we call hostile negotiations.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use that hero point I have
Okay.
because I really want to scare a motherfucker.
That's much better.
Dirty 20.
Okay. I've worked too long and too hard to get to where I am. You stand down, this is my tower. He's standing his ground, he's not actively murdering you.
Am I like right up against him?
You're 10 feet away.
Damn. I'll use my one action to get up close, like nose
Oh,
close.
you had enough movement you could
Oh.
get right there.
Oh, I'm gonna get right up to him and Spartan kick him off.
Okay, go for it.
I have no strength, so here we fucking go.
That'll be a shove.
Shove?
Which is athletics.
13 total.
13. I don't think that's gonna cut it.
Probably not.
No. So you plant your foot in his chest, and he just like looks down at it, looks at you, and gives like tough guy smirk.
Oh, see, last warning before I just flex the toe and push you.
We'll just go around the table real quick. Osmond, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna try to get up the stairs, and sword still in hand, and I'm just like, buddy, I just put these boots back on, and I need to break them in. Would you like to be the first one too?
He doesn't quite know what to make of your request, but he's got Gislad's boot in his chest.
I will see if I can cut his leg. I'm gonna aim for his leg. To see not your leg, his leg.
They're pretty close together. You go ahead and make a roll.
Jesus Christ, I'm losing a leg tonight.
21.
21 will hit.
Who? That's the better question.
The bandit?
The
Please
bandit.
let it be the bandit.
Which one?
6 points of damage.
Okay. With that, you were holding back on your cleave because Gislad's right there and their legs are in line with one another. But it's his right leg in the chest, so you hit the bad guy's left leg sort of mid-thigh and digs in a bit and you pull it out with a spurt of blood and he curses you. But he's still there.
Is that 2? That's 2 actions. Go up the stairs.
I'm gonna say it was 2 move actions
Okay,
for you
fair
to
enough.
get there.
Doesn't work.
You did bad. Lazalia.
I also was with in, so I'm gonna run up the stairs too, and I've got my 2 daggers in my hands already, and I'm gonna just
He's trying to keep the
get in
blood
beside
flowing.
and try to
It's
do a cut on the thigh to get through the, do a double slice on the thigh to get the femoral artery.
Okay.
There's a
For your
notable
positioning, I'm gonna say it was probably
notable
2 move actions
difference
to
in
get up there as
temperature
well.
from the way to point
Okay.
So you can have a single dagger strike against the thigh.
All right. Then let's do it.
That's because all of the blood.
That would be 14.
Nice.
14.
No, wait a minute. Sorry, wrong thing. Adding the wrong thing. Stop right there. It's 17.
17 hits.
Whew. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I was about to revoke your rogue license.
That would be 8.
Okay. With 8 points of damage, you don't kill him, but you've done enough damage to his leg that he falters. Gislad flexes his toes ever so slightly,
Good job.
Ballerina point.
and over the cliff he goes. So that's going to have him hit the rock and just scatter down the hill.
Ooh, we're falling.
Fine.
Something like that.
So he's way down there at the base of the trees.
Okay, good.
Wonderful. Well, that was eventful. Good job, everybody.
Let's go through here.
Well, I saw there were some.
There's a. Oh, never
That's-
mind.
That's him.
There's a dead body.
So
Stack coin?
there is coin there. I'll add it up for you later because it's not super important in the middle of a dungeon.
Yeah.
Heading up the stairs. That's 1 fewer barrel than you see there because it was
Nice.
thrown at you.
Ooh.
There is a cask full of ale,
Refreshments.
ice cold.
I think we should take the other 2 tankards so that
Yeah,
we have
that'll
enough.
give us
Dirty.
4. Oh, we
The
can
filthy.
wash them.
Take them. And Osmond just kind of grabs the cask and opens the spigot and is glug, 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 glug.
Oh,
When you do
I
that,
just-
it's hold on, give me, and I have the 2 dirty tankards. Alcohol, it's cleansing. Come on.
There's not nearly enough in this to
Sticky.
clean that.
Sticky.
Oh! And
I
I
just-
just pressed to digitation.
I was gonna be and just please.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I keep forgetting I have that
Young
spell.
one, please learn magic.
Oh, this magic that I have, right?
It's okay. Story time, everyone. Still very new and very strange to me. So I forget sometimes.
Explore, don't. We should be excited.
It sounds like nonsense.
Some of us had
for
to study
witches.
half our lives to be able to just do what you forget. And you can see Gislad visibly hurt.
When you get to the top to the chest, there's some gold in it that we'll worry about later, and a hide helmet if anyone has use for that.
I don't want to wear things, doo-dah.
I'll take it.
Doo-dah.
Alright, if you want to just mark that down somewhere, it's part of a set that you may be able to complete by the end of the day, perhaps.
Well, does anybody inside have anything on them that I could use?
There's
Everybody-
nobody inside.
Everyone ran away, remember?
There's a corpse scattered, and then the other two left of their own
Oh, right.
volition. We just can't peacefully move them, you know. I'm gonna take the lit lantern there.
Yep.
Just be like, alright, here we go. This will probably come in handy up in the thing.
Fabulous. Continuing up, it's getting colder by the minute as you increase in altitude, and the snow comes down harder and harder.
I'm fine.
I mean, you are all in basically
Was that
Well-
high?
very limited clothes. They are made for Skyrim, but not necessarily for the mountains of Skyrim.
I reach in and pull out my bedroll and just kind of like wear it like a park and just go,
Amateurs.
Well, you're fairly comfortable as a Nord, and Eruian is fairly comfortable in the sort of multi-layered ruffled dress that Gislad made for her, but your legs are a bit exposed.
Yeah.
Um,
Would my not my ancestry, my sorcerer thing, the fact that I am help temper it a little bit?
A little bit.
Not like anything significant, but just like, yeah, no, I'm okay for a bit.
ooh, this one is used to the sands of Elsewhere. This is part of the Nine Hells. Let's just go.
Continuing up,
I'm just like walking front and center because like I don't care. I'm not waiting for you guys to like stealth and like, I'm just walking like getting inside. I'm getting inside. I'm getting inside. I'm getting inside.
keeping a hustle, keeping that heart rate up, helping to keep you warm.
It's cold. It's cold. It's cold.
You approach the barrow.
It's fucking cold. It's fucking cold. It's fucking cold. Like I'm not even like paying attention. I'm just like.
You know what I do? I touch your cloak. I touch your cloak, casting prestidigitation to warm one light bulk or less to just sort of like warm his
Ooh,
clothing.
heat blanket. Ooh.
I use prestidigitation to help warm his clothing.
That is super pleasant. It's like an electric blanket, if you had any idea what that is.
Ooh. Now you teach me trick. I'll use prestidigitation just going. And I start like making this inhumane noise that sounds like a purr, but like really cackling purr. Just like.
Osmond is visibly disturbed.
What, you don't want some? And I cast prestidigitation to warm your clothing.
He's sweating. He starts sweating.
For you, it's like when you put the bum warmer on in your car in the middle of summer by accident. It's just like,
Please stop. Please stop.
Sorry.
It's not good. Bad touch.
Sorry, I turned it off.
As you climb up the steps and approach the door, there is a single bandit just leaning against the door, sort of cool kid style, bow at their side, just sort of like haphazardly looking around, and they see you coming up the stairs and sort of like startled jump to action.
As I'm just like hustling my way up, I just look at him and like, leave or we fucking kill you.
We've already played this game before. Your comrade is scattered down the mountain.
He just like
As I'm twiddling my spell.
startled, not entirely prepared. Like it appears that this is the sort of guard duty you don't expect anyone to show up at. He just like mentally counts the four of you quite visibly and just like scoots to the side and like starts walking down the steps. No words.
As he leaves, I just
Good
go,
decision.
have a good day, sir!
They like glance over their shoulder and just continue on down.
I just cast like one ray of frost, not at him, but like at his heels. Like the dance, monkey dance kind of a thing, just to be like, whoosh, go faster.
They skip that step and sort of jump and hustle a little bit on their way down.
Ooh.
So you make your way to the fine, ornate doors of Bleak Falls Barrow.
I will say that the steel of that door is like like putting your hand in a freezer.
Prestidigitation.
I believe
Warming
that-
it a little
I
bit.
believe that door is more than one bulk.
Try to open the door.
If I were to estimate.
Yes, it is.
Hold on, do we have any spare cowhide or whatever?
I just open it. I don't care.
It's a push, another pull.
But why does it have the poles?
Let's see what way it opens. Oh!
To
The
pull it-
Nord knows which way the doors
To
go.
pull it shut.
Such a waste of indoor space to having to push. I just push the door open. Like, oh look, there's people over there.
I think it's warmer in
Dead
here.
people.
One thing is that, like, you guys go in, but Arian is just sort of, like, staring at the door's big, wide eyes, like,
Get inside. Close the door.
oh, get right, sorry.
So it is immeasurably warmer in here, just without the cutting breeze and the snow falling, and you see the glow of a fire in the distance with two humanoid figures there. They're having a conversation around the fire. They don't seem to pay any note to you.
Shall I go have a? Shall this one have a quick talk? And you guys hide?
Did any one of those bandits leave their bow?
No.
No.
Do you want some help?
Always take help.
I'm gonna sneak up to that pillar.
I'm gonna sneak up.
This?
No,
The-
over
The one
there.
in the center?
Yeah.
The further one.
Actually, you know what? Nah, I'll
That way.
Very good. You find several skeever corpses.
I eye them and like, okay, gritty.
And Lazalia gets up to here, sort of creeping on them.
I'm going to do the same and say, I have a spell that makes fun, creepy noises. So you talk to them, and if you're trying to intimidate them, I can make it scary.
I have a rock. I'm just like tossing the bloody rock. Like,
You love that rock.
Prepared, Ungabunga.
I love that. Yeah, exactly that.
Remind me to
No,
tell
it
you about a
has
legendary goblin later.
Yeah.
I want to sneak around the other side and see if I can, if there's any way for me to sneak up on them.
Creeping around this side
No.
it's a worse angle. This is the best you've got.
I'm still gonna be seen.
I'm just going to deploy the combat map so that we have a better overview of the situation.
Whoa.
You don't need to go up just yet. Right now things are still peaceful. That is us. Rather, Lazalia behind the pillar. There's the two of them, one standing on the bedroll, one just south of the fire. So Lazalia is creeping. Osmond has got rock at the ready.
I will. How far is it from the first pillar to these people?
First pillar, the one like back there.
Like it's like this
Where?
one and then the next one.
Yeah. Where is
That one.
Yeah. From there to them, I'm gonna say about 60 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to sneak closer and just like try and stay out of their line.
Maybe behind the altar there.
I need to be
sacrificial
within.
altar.
I need to be within 30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah, it's gonna be like there, but that's gonna be hard to get to, or just
where I am.
behind the pillar, maybe on the other side.
Yeah, I'll just come to the pillar as well.
Okay. We have a comment on your Ray of Frost. Rude, he was already gone. Okay, so we've got Irurian back there, Lazalia there. Osmond, I imagine you're just behind Lazalia? Yeah. And Gislad, are you walking up?
I'm just casually walking up.
I give
We
Gislad
found the face of the party.
I give Gislad like the biggest like conspiratorial wink as I cone my mouth and get ready to cast my spell.
I'm just like petting the rock.
I walk up. Good morrow.
What in all the divines? What did you do with... What happened to the guard?
They're dead.
Deception or intimidate with assistance?
Doesn't matter because I can use my performance in replacement of it. So like, I'm just playing with words. And it's like they're dead. Eventually.
Do you get aid with me?
Oh,
So then you need to roll.
Yes.
So what does aid do for me then? An extra...
It would be a +1 unless she's expert, master, or legendary.
Ah.
In intimidate, I am only trained
That's okay. Give it a shot.
as a 18
I can't roll to save my life. That's only a 13 for me.
with my help.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Dead, eh? You'd know something about that. You're about to meet him. They both draw their weapons and step towards you menacingly.
Look. It's cold. I don't want to do this. This one would rather you just leave. Just leave. I just look over my shoulder. I'm like,
I can't make creepy noises, but I'm imagining like horror.
I'm imagining that's the sound that's coming out.
I'm imagining horror movie like indistinct child ghost whispers.
Yeah, so for all your efforts, that low was abysmal, unfortunately. He just steps forward, he's already drawn his mace, and for the first action of combat, he's just going to drop it down on the top of your head.
Oh dear.
Or at least attempt to, because he rolled a 10.
Miss.
Rockmon, I choose you!
So you just dodge deftly back, meanwhile, Rock meet face.
16.
16, unfortunately not. Or, you know what? He is flat-footed to you
Oh, dope.
as you are. Well, give me your stealth roll first. Well, then that'll be the deciding factor.
Okay, so stealth.
Is it still warm?
19.
But
19.
That's okay.
Yes.
A
So
little bit.
flat-footed to you. Give me damage.
4. I think that's 8. I crack him in the head.
Damn.
Need
Yeah.
a little
So
poach for this rock.
I know, no kidding. But pet the rock.
Just have a name on it. And it's like,
keep it in a box labeled Old Faithful.
Meet my little friend.
it's like, that's a stupid pet. Down, boy, down!
Like, you had an ideal angle from back here. You hit him square in his unprotected temple and just, like, crack his head to the side, and there's a good fountain of blood running down the side of his face and dripping. He is thrown off balance. Lazalia, you also had a prepared stealth action. Did you? No?
I was just ready to get out there and stab.
You can have a run forward and stab before we get the show on the road if you like.
Okay, I'm gonna do the. Can I do the 2 stab?
Move, double stab, yeah, I'll allow it. The one who bonked him or the other one?
The bonked.
Bonked.
Because
Bonker.
well, he seems to be the one in charge, so I'm gonna go for the bonker.
I'm gonna say.
Oh, that was that one with one of them. And 18.
Well, no, because you gotta use your second.
Oh, 14.
14. Unfortunately, even if you were hidden, 14 isn't going to be enough to get this guy. You dash forward and you stab at him, and he just sort of like jumps back in alarm. And finally, Irian.
Oi! Ray of Frost.
Yes.
Ray of Frost. It's my
Frosty.
favorite spell right now. That's gonna be 16.
16 is going to hit.
Yeah. Boom. 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 I don't know why.
I have done more damage with a rock than my sword.
That's 8 Berber damage.
Cool. So he was bonked in the head. He just dodged a stab attack from below, and as he like jumps to the side, your Ray of Frost hits him square in the chest, and you can't hear this, but you three close to him, you can almost like hear the slowing of his heartbeat before it goes thump, 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 and he just like drops to his knees and rolls to the side on the ground dead. Bad guy number 2 just throws her hands up, drops her weapon, and like, this was supposed to be an easy job. I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, get out quick.
Do you have a bow?
Wait.
We'll find out in a second.
1 second.
They die so dramatically.
Right, go. What's not working here?
Searching is not working, apparently.
We'll see if we can't solve this problem.
Okay.
One moment, everybody. We're sorry for the technical difficulties.
Strange.
Try looking in the chest just to make sure.
So maybe they just don't have anything.
No. You can always open them.
All right. Just for the sake of continuing on, she had a bow. She'll just like drop it along with a dozen arrows or so, and run out of there. This guy has a full set of fur armor, an iron mace, and a few lockpicks in his pocket.
Ooh,
I'm going to hand the bow to Lazalia.
Oh,
Because she can use a ranged weapon. I already have one. I pick up. I pick up Rocky Chan.
Old faithful Rocky Chan.
Put it in my belt pouch. And
which kind of bow is this?
This will be, we'll call it a hunting bow, I believe is on the list there.
Yep, range 70.
Yeah, you've also got 12 iron arrows.
So is that propulsion then?
yes. So range propulsion, because range thrown would be like my rock.
Yes.
Because you want to use your dex for the purposes of it.
Slide just sits down next to the fire.
Does anyone want that fur armor?
Yeah. If you're already armored, right?
I just wanted the collar.
The only thing he's missing is a fur hat. But you know what? You're actually going to find it just tucked into the edge of his bedroll there. So you can mark yourself down for a full set of fur armor.
Minus the collar.
Minus the
I
collar.
was going to cut that collar off.
Rude.
But does the collar belong with the hide?
Yes.
Does that make me not have full hide?
So, like, you're like, sweet, a set of armor, and he's like pulling out a dagger and walking towards it menacingly. How do you react to this?
Okay, fine. I'll find another fur collar.
Yes, you will.
If you just want a fur collar, I can make this one can make you
I
one.
mean, right in front of you are fur bedrolls.
I can make you a fur collar. Just
Also,
give me,
we should probably get the bedroll. Oh no, I have a bedroll already.
we take I'll take the bedroll, roll it up, and I'll make you one when we sit down
Fine.
next.
I'm going to bring one of the skeevers over and just throw it into the fire.
Very good.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
burnt hair.
Couldn't have skinned it or anything for
Would it be considered?
hide full set.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Is
Sorry.
fur not on the list?
No.
hide
I thought-
armor.
No, you want hide. Click one more. Sorry, continue.
I could have sworn fur was
hide
part of it.
full-
No, hide.
Okay.
Hide is the
There you
fur
go.
looking one, and you have leather.
I need charred skeever hide, was it?
Charred skeever tail, I think.
I can't remember what the thing was. And
Charred skeever hide.
I need charred skeever hide for
Well,
potions. So
here's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Buckle your
5,
shoe.
6, 7.
What does
7
that guy have
skeevers
on?
later about. Oh, this one works. He had an iron war axe, gold lockpick, and nearly full set of hide.
Right on.
we'll take the gold and the lockpick.
Well, I'll come back to that, but that's 3 lockpicks total you found, if anybody wants to mark those down. Is anyone taking the hide armor, boots, and bracers?
You should
I'll
write
take
down the
one of the
ones,
lockpicks,
'cause
but
you're probably trained in thievery.
I am.
I'm not
Yeah.
trained.
Lazalia, you're taking the other 2 lockpicks?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to mark that down. Anyone? Nobody hide armor?
No hide armor. Not interested.
I just kind of look at my robes, how they're immaculate, yet still on prestidigitation, like any sort of speck of snow, that snowflake that fell on it, just
There's another one slain almost ritualistically up here with an iron
there's fur
sword
armor.
some cooked beef.
I don't trust cooked beef that's been sitting in someone's pocket.
I'll come back to the bits and bobs later. That's 2 more lockpicks if anybody wants those.
I'll take him.
Wonderful.
Very good.
I will take the little satchel he has, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's handy. Just like a little medieval fanny pack.
Mm-hmm. I already had one on the side because of the robe, and now I have one on the other side. I start.
So taking a few minutes, you've got 7 skeevers roasting around a fire.
I'll take a few just so that I don't become over encumbered, especially because I'm not the strongest of individuals, but I do need some.
You need help?
For
here.
No.
I just open my bag and just here. Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just start.
And I would help, but
them.
I'm just kind of like.
Yeah, no. I'll start just preparing the hide, the charred skeever hide for what I need in the future once I find some feathers, and just sort of
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, across all of them, you get 7 portions of charred skeever hide.
I'll carry 4 for you.
Thank you.
That'd be.
Each of them will be 1 light.
Okay.
I'm going through my alchemy book, the hell needs charred skeever hide for?
Go ahead and roll. Do you have lore alchemy?
It would be under crafting alchemy.
Crafting alchemy, yeah.
24.
24. You are familiar with one of the basic health potion recipes, and that is charred skeever hide and hawk feathers.
Charred skeever hide. I'm gonna write that down.
So the process of bringing them over, roasting them, and just tearing off the strips of charred skeever hide is going to take you half an hour, 45 minutes, if everybody is cool with helping her out with this.
In exchange for one of the charred skeever hides.
You're carrying it then.
This is fine.
I take one of it out of your bulk, so you're
I'm
now only
gonna
carrying
do
3.
my lockpick thing
You're only carrying
and
3.
open
Absolutely.
that chest.
Give it a shot.
Um, 20.
Excellent. With a 20, you make short work of this chest. It's a very simple lock. You've done this at least a dozen times before. It pops open satisfyingly, and you find 2 things of note. A potion of minor stamina, if anybody wants that, and
I'll
a
take
scroll of Conjure Storm Atronach.
Ooh.
Oh. I don't do this kind of thing.
Please, please, please. And I take out the scroll, and you just see, Gislad has been, interested in stuff before, but I'm, nose deep in this, just, studying it like crazy out of nowhere.
Check the conversion document for what spell Conjure Storm Atronach is.
I will have to bring that up again.
But we'll take that, and the potion of minor stamina, does that appeal to anybody?
Because that gives the con bonus, yeah?
No, it removes 1 point of exhaustion and 1 point of
I will
ability
take
drain.
it.
Alright, Azalea has the potion. I'll come back for the gold later.
Is it under the
There's also a woodcutter's axe.
What are you looking for?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Are there any more bags around?
None that jump out at you. No, they appear to have packed relatively light. Oh, iron shield, iron war axe. But no, they've got a pretty basic camp here. Not much else to report.
I'm going to take one of my torches and, ignite it in the fire.
Very good. So, about 45 minutes of alchemy preparations happen. A lock is picked, and the way forward seems obvious.
Wonderful. Sorry about that time, everybody. I just would like to get us health potions at some point, and this is one of the main ingredients to do that.
Is it?
No worries.
Summon storm. What?
Atronach. So, just as we step
Type in
down the tunnel and the spider webs get thicker and thicker, we're going to stop for a break.
Oh, okay.
So, we will see you all shortly. We're just going to have a quick pee break, get some snacks, and we'll be back to you in about 15 minutes. We'll see you back here at 7:40. Thank you.
Bye!
See you soon.
that's...
All right, welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws, everybody. I apologize for the insanity that is my party.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. But I apologize for your eardrums if you're wearing
headphones. It's like, pull it up.
Oh.
So,
See, you guys screamed. I just saw what was the moment.
Where we left off, the party has cleared the entrance to Bleak Falls Barrows. They're heading down the stairs and into a cobweb-filled tunnel.
Osmond would like just to comment on the number of prisoners we took. Was not expecting that many prisoners.
We didn't take any prisoners. They're
Well-
all free to leave.
Didn't murder people.
Yeah. There's more than one way of solving your conflicts.
Yep.
You saw the skulls in my basement.
Yes. And this is why we're trying to teach you.
Skulls? You had skulls in your basement?
Moving right along. How about you set those spider webs on fire with your torch there?
Oh, don't worry. He thought they were monsters.
Just leading the way with your torch, sort of outstretched marching formation
Like
almost,
Dorothy?
you know? You
But
burn
like-
your way through these spider webs, no problem. They melt away before you. And you step forward into a relatively well-lit chamber.
As everyone's like admiring the moment, I just kind of go up to the urn, not knowing what it is, and like, what the hell's in here? Oh.
And like you
Oh.
just like Osmond comes behind you, just slaps your hand.
Ah!
Don't touch.
Okay, I'll look at it and cast Mage Hand and open it up.
Don't desecrate the dead. If I have to be that specific.
So the lid of the urn just like starts floating spookily up and up and up as Jaslad is like peering inside at the ashen remains.
Leave it.
Who's in there?
Ash, I don't know who. It doesn't have a name tag.
Then why do you care?
Cause it's a dead person. It's a dead Nord, probably. Maybe it's our ancestor.
That's
he doesn't
why he
care
cares.
about making people dead, but once they are dead, they're absolutely important. We have to take care of.
No, it's the fact that they're Nords, probably.
But
Because
he
he
killed
doesn't
Nords.
like anybody else. Anyways,
I killed a Nord like 2 minutes ago.
And you raided his corpse.
And raided his corpse.
What makes this any different?
This is already prepared, Dad. You're gonna piss off, I don't know, Arcade or somebody.
Wait, so you're telling me... Okay, I need to know the specifics. Let's say we came across a corpse that had just lied down dead for 100 years. That's okay. But the same amount of time, dead, but someone lifted it up and put it in an urn. Not okay.
Well, 2 problems with that. How is the body gonna stay intact for 100 years? And 2, how are you gonna put the body in an urn?
actually, bogs are very good at preserving people.
Which is a nonsense.
But it's biology! Science!
Bio who now?
It's natural science, you dum-dum.
It sounds
okay.
like...
I will give you some life advice. This one.
I have a 14
You cannot beat stupid. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with
I
experience.
have a 14 intelligence. I would like to go on record with a 14 intelligence.
Numbers don't mean shit to me.
I'm going to lift the urn to see if there's like a switch or anything
Right.
underneath the urn. Not to desecrate the urn, but just to see if something happens. Because maybe this will drop down and who knows?
The ancient Nords were well known for the laying of traps on their burial remains.
Lazalia carefully and respectfully lifts the urn, and beneath it,
Rapping like my sound buddy.
and beneath the urn is just the smooth stone of the table here.
Okay.
Nothing of note. You set it down carefully and respectfully,
Right back where it was.
right back where it was,
In the dust ring.
in the dust ring.
Thank you.
So shall we go then?
Continuing onward.
Oh look, some more urns. Let's check those out.
Now
Oh, one fell over. I'm gonna write it.
See?
you're desecrating it. You touched it.
No.
See, somebody
I look
cares
at Osmond with like the most like.
Somebody cares about ancient traditions.
I'm gonna pick up the skeever and put it on the fire.
Come back for it later.
Yep.
Yep. Very good. Another skeever.
Ooh!
Straight that over real quick.
Pile?
Yep.
Seems like this place is
Oh, up and
It's caved in up there.
I say we just go down.
Continuing around the corner.
uh-huh.
Another skeever, another
So
brazier.
nice.
Oh.
It's perfect. I'm I don't know if I'm gonna come
It
back
seems
and
at
collect.
regular
A
intervals.
point of contention. Who lit all these braziers?
Probably the people who killed all the skeevers.
Concerning.
No, people you need light to see.
Yeah, because it couldn't have been the people that we killed in the back because we had to walk through spider webs.
I'm guessing there's more people and those spiders can work pretty quick.
Okay. So what are we looking for again?
Oh,
A
there's a
tablet.
potion.
Potion of Minor Magicka.
I will take that one.
Boom. Just more burial supplies here. You've got linen wraps,
Linen
more
wraps.
urns and jugs of various shapes and sizes.
I will take-
Amphoras.
I will take.
Amphoras. I can't do that in Osmond's voice.
Sorry, Iruian.
I will. That's not how you spell that word. Okay. It's fine. I will take the linens
All right.
and just like prestidigitation them to make them super clean, and then put them in my backpack for bandages later on. Because knowing our group,
Oh, good idea.
4 portions of linen, cleaned as best you can with magic. Even magic can't replace the fact that these are crusty, dusty, and old. But you clean them to the best of your ability. They are perhaps sanitized, but not clean, if you catch my drift.
yes,
We can boil them later after dinner.
I don't know that we're gonna have if there's gonna be anything left if we boil them.
Continuing onward,
as we go. Oh,
there's another bandit, shirt off, torch on,
Come at me, bro!
just like turns over his shoulder like, who the hell are you?
Everyone's
Your
dead,
worst
leave.
nightmare.
What she said.
all of your friends are dead. Do you want to join them, or do you want to leave here peacefully?
I have a rock.
It is a deadly rock.
I don't want to know what that
As you
means.
lift up the rock, I cast prestidigitation just so I can start glowing.
No.
Listen, 4 to 1, like, whatever. I'm
Then get.
out of here.
I give him like one of those like kicking the pants on the way out, like get.
I just like have a good day.
And don't touch the skeevers.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Go buy a shirt.
Shirt's on fire.
Just collects his shirt that was hanging right here and just like awkwardly puts it on, walking up the stairs. Just
Okay, guys.
Just waving at him. Bye.
Bye!
No little zap on his feet to get him to move a little faster.
Nah, I haven't done it for a few of them.
The audience has requested mercy.
they have not requested mercy.
They just
have
said that I
just
was
made
rude.
comments. Continuing onwards through the arch, you enter a most interesting chamber, a large unlit brazier on either side of you.
My
I think that
suspicions
might be
are
where
tingling.
they took care of the bones and
My Osmond senses are tingling.
made it into ash.
Oh, looks
He
like...
has a serpent in his mouth.
Now,
Oh,
Oh,
a
so
lever!
is he.
Don't touch it.
not yet.
I'll stand back and touch it with mage hand.
Like not to move it, just to like.
Mage
Are you
hand,
making it fudunk?
Mage hand doesn't have the power to pull the lever, just enough to like make it creak within the first inch of its movement.
Stop it.
Well, touching it doesn't kill me.
What are these, Osmond? What's all
Their
that about?
faces with snakes' mouths.
They ancient
that's-
Nordic,
Fish?
the ancient
Whale?
Nordic religious symbols before Nords. Something about the ancient gods of Atmora. And I don't know. I didn't pay attention when my mother was getting out the Nord Bible. the Nordic
Nord Bible.
Can we
Nord
get up onto
Jesus.
that ledge there?
Well,
It appears
Oh,
that way.
look, there's
You've
a
got
staircase.
stairs.
I
Coming up,
just-
you get a closer look.
it's a whale.
That's definitely a whale.
Yep.
That's a whale.
This one's broken.
It's like a giant fish,
Okay.
but not a fish.
Can you eat
So
it?
you figure
mean,
behind those
Oh.
is
Health potion?
Potion of minor healing.
I will take it.
behind that somewhere there's a dead body. Is that what you would think is in there?
No, the like runes, the decoration.
We got the same things over here, but these ones, and I go up to it. Do they easily rotate, or is it like you have to put a lot of effort into it?
It's a fair bit of effort for the weight of it, But you find that once it's moving, the friction is relatively low and it doesn't have much of a grinding sound. You can rotate this one. It goes from a whale to an eagle.
We haven't seen any
What
eagles
if we
in
make
this
3
room.
eagles?
But we haven't seen any eagles in this room.
Oh, there is 3 eagles.
Osmond?
Look at the order of the pattern.
Yeah.
It's snake,
A
snake, whale.
Snake, whale.
Okay,
Slave
so let's
range.
do that.
What if they're trying to say something like snake to water? That just seems something. Alright. And then,
And then pull the lever, Kronk.
Osmond,
there
you said
anything
I'm not
up
supposed to.
Top? On this side. Okay, no, it's just a.
And I
Never
kick
mind.
the lever with my foot.
Now, how the heck
Oh,
did
that's
all
how you
of
break
those
your toe.
things get lit? Like, what's with that?
Well, remember there was somebody complaining about being unable to get past a door? We've seen people all throughout this area, so maybe this is the door they couldn't get past.
Oh, okay.
But it's lit on the other side.
I have magical distance spells. Maybe they did too.
I don't know that these individuals were much for the arcane arts.
I don't know.
Okay,
they
so
were
you
talking
kick
about a
it.
dark
Does
elf
it move
earlier.
it?
Yeah.
So, you were kicking the lever?
Yep.
I'll imagine it's more of like a plant foot
Yeah.
push kind of thing.
Heel of foot, not toe.
Be healed by foot.
The gate opens.
Oh,
Wonderful.
look at
And I like do the like ta-da.
Well done, Osmond. Well done.
It's not my first rodeo.
that. Ariane just sort of like rolls her eyes like, oh yes, so impressed.
Hey, Aurelian, another potion.
Wonderful. I'm gonna walk forward and get it.
The right is a dead end. The left has a spiral staircase heading down.
Ooh.
Potion of minor healing.
And there's a
Wonderful.
book. What's the book?
The book has on the title one word. It says thief.
I will
Just
take
like hand-
that.
Very good. I will give you the text of that in the books channel on our Discord later.
What's in the chest?
Lizelia, I like reading and learning, etc.
Yeah, I'll share.
May I? Thank you.
Loot for later. Just gold and a petty soul gem, lesser soul gem here. I'll add it to the final loot list later.
Yep, yep. Alright. Oh, hold on. There's another lever.
Oh, that probably closes. Ooh, let's close the gate. Ah, yes.
Shouldn't we aren't followed? Both.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Good plan.
Protect our back.
Let me go down first, because
I'm
this one
sneaky
can
as
see,
hell.
but this one can see without the. And I point to all the torches and light. You guys have no one.
yes.
Oh man. You know what would be really cool? If my ability to change myself allowed me to do that. It doesn't though.
You could look like me.
I could look like you or
But not have your attributes.
Okay. So you explain the certain aspects you cannot replicate.
Yes.
But if you became someone like this one, would you be fuzzy?
Once per day, right?
Once per day, and I can drop it as a free action. So I transform myself for no reason into like the cutest, fluffiest white house cat Khajiit with blue, like those beautiful crystal blue eyes. So it's like I'm a long hair, fluffy white cat. One of those ones where you're always like, ooh, that cat is pretty. I am that person yet.
You're giving such confused boners around the table.
I'm
Is she soft? Or is it like go right through, kind of like, it feels like, wait, does it feel like skin? Just like long tendrils of skin?
It is real. It feels like the softest fur you've ever touched.
Feel.
Don't take this the wrong way, but can you cuddle me tonight?
I pick the glove up and like
And anyone who touches me, and like I will have gone like just gotten a little bit taller, and like if you try to pat my head is up here, physical, not down here where it normally is. This isn't an illusion. This is me actually changing shape.
Osmond's. I'm gonna take some time to get used to that.
Sorry, but I have to.
All right. Your new form is quite comfortable. You feel even a bit warmer with your thick fur coat.
This is a good idea.
Seriously, gonna take some time to get used to that.
Would you rather me a bit annoyed?
No.
No, it's confusing.
It's the fact that you're changing. He's not good with change.
He's an old man. I mean,
Old man, I'm
happens.
44.
Yeah, you're old.
Okay, let's.
Just
let's
Slad now
move on.
awkwardly walks down the stairs.
This lad leaving the way, do you want to do any exploration activities as you lead the way?
I'm just gonna keep my eyes open as I walk down.
Okay. Would you like to put a name on that exploration activity so I can give you some sort of bonus?
Investigate.
Investigate. Seek out information about your surroundings. All right.
Which is
Have we
a
ever
perception check.
I'm imagining us going to a tavern and then two of them just like having there's a cup on the end of the table and just like knock on the floor.
Or
Let's double check.
batting it back and forth.
Recall knowledge as a secret check to discover clues about the various things you can see and engage with as you journey along.
Sure. Which knowledge would you like me to kind of go for? Because
Well, what do you have some basis in? What might you be able to pull?
I'm pretty good at engineering.
Engineering. Okay. Yeah, you can do investigate engineering.
Because like as we're going down wooden steps in an old crypt, I want to make sure I'm not going to fall through these.
Yeah, I dig it. It's a secret roll, actually.
I secretly don't see this.
Yeah.
Is that the right thing?
I'll also search the search function for hidden features.
Okay.
Moves me at half speed, so.
Very good. So that gives you a perception check in secret eye roll.
A secret eye roll.
17. You didn't hear that because that was a secret. You add it up and then you say the number. That's what you do. So Jaslad first, Iruian second. Who's third?
I'll go next.
I'll bring up the rear.
All right. Jaslad, stepping tentatively on these rickety wooden stairs, light cat steps. With each step, you gain a growing confidence in the stability of the stairs. Continuing along until you reach nearly the bottom. A pack of skeevers scurries up the stairs, their claws clicking against the wooden stairs as they run up the stairs to start swarming you.
I'll just look at them and go, no! Bad!
Okay.
I'm gonna try to use handle that.
So
Hi!
You're doing an animal handling right
You
there?
handle that animal.
I'm trying, I'm just like, I have 0 chance of this succeeding.
Nature?
So they make collectively 3 bite attacks against you.
Fuck!
And being quick on your feet like a cat, you almost like cartoonishly jump in the air and step on each of their heads before stepping back down. None of their bites get through to you. Go ahead and make your handle animal check.
No. 7.
7. Yeah, no. Having just kicked them all in the head, they're not going to listen to you.
We got rats!
Rats!
Oh no!
We'll keep this a simple initiative. We'll just go around the table. Iruian, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna go, oh crap! Drop, like, crouch down between your legs and just sort of like.
Just seeing flames come from my underneath, I'm just like,
Yes, I'm just like, I'm casting Burning Hands.
Yep.
Burning
do I
boring.
lift out of the way?
You know they have.
Wait, I'm wearing robes! I go like, help! I like lift my
You know they have a cream for
dress.
that.
You instinctively lift your tail as well, just like.
So yes, I just like put my hand underneath and catch all of them within. I need reflex saves.
Okay. What's your DC?
You got your roll.
18.
Okay, we have 2 successes, 1 fail.
Wonderful. It looks like it's just a basic, so I'm assuming it's damage.
Half damage for the 2 that succeeded.
Ooh. Okay, so that's really, really nice and easy. 10 for the one that takes full, and then 5 for the ones that take half.
Alright, so the one closest to Jaslad is immediately roasted. It caught the brunt of it, and like it was mid-bite when you cast the fire just went right down its gullet.
Ooh.
Roasted from the inside out, steaming. The other two, the entirety of their fur catches fire, and they immediately scurry out as far as they can, setting cobwebs and other unattended linens on fire.
Well, you got your charred skeever hide. Pre-charred.
Kill all.
They don't like me playing with detect.
Punch it.
Maybe that's what I needed to do with the ones up there.
Get them invested.
Yeah. So that's what the one looked like that you got right down the gullet.
Wonderful.
Come on, cooperate.
No, we will not
It'll be
cooperate.
faster if you start punching it.
Actually, I think one might be right.
Thanks,
Except,
Austin.
where are they?
Goddamn bugs!
Jeez. Alright, 3 dead skeever. There's a thing
That
there.
was interesting.
Alright, well, 1 dead skeever, the other 2 have run off. Like I said, setting all of these cobwebs ablaze and finding little nooks and crannies to hide in while they burn to death.
Oh, a scroll.
There is a scroll of fireball.
I just look at everyone. Is everyone okay if I...
Yeah. Could I cast from a scroll as a sorcerer?
We'll have to look that up. For now, I'm going to say no, but it may be possible.
Okay.
There's also a weak paralysis poison.
I'm gonna take that, thank you. I'm gonna slip it in my bandolier. Oh yes, good point.
Alright, continuing onward.
There's nothing on the shelves or anything?
Nothing immediately useful. I may be able to get you some loot later. You hear someone calling out to you.
I would like to designate them my hunted prey.
Okay. No chill.
Well, let's go.
So somebody calls out to us specifically?
A name, not ours.
Just like, hey, help! Somebody, come on, help me! Just Slad, with your engineering check.
Mm-hmm.
As you're adventuring through here, nothing is standing out as particularly extraordinary to you, except the strength of these arches. You can tell that these are hundreds, if not thousands of years old, and no sign of wear on them. You know, you understand the power of the arch, and you know, it seems that these ancient Nords understood that power as well.
Just for flavor, as we're walking along, because these pillars and walls have some cool texture, when there's not like a huge amount of cobweb, Irian is just gonna sort of like be running her fingers along the stone to feel the grooves, etc.
Your furry fingers.
Very good.
My toe beans!
Toby.
It is a very interesting sensation with the careful and precious carvings in these walls. Very fine work, no sharp edges, no burrs of any kind.
You know one thing I've noted, this one's noticed? Lots of webs, no spiders yet.
Yeah.
Well, that might be about to change. Look at that.
Well, you've got a bit of a root wall, and you've got a web wall leading into
It's
this.
gonna
Let's
see if I
burn the web wall. Web.
Right, burning it away.
Oh, are those spider sacks?
You see numerous egg sacs lining the wall and the area in front of you. Copious amounts of spider webs, but from the archway you see nothing immediately dangerous.
We heard the one person asking for help. Would we assume that it would be closer, like within this vicinity, not farther away from here?
As you've burnt away the webs in this archway, he says, "Yes, come on, you're almost here. But there's a spider. Be ready."
I think you should do your fireball into that corner where all those eggs are.
I don't
No,
have a
no.
fire. It's only 15 feet.
Oh.
They like to go up. Let's look up. Keep your eyes peeled. That
No.
hole up there.
Oh, there also looks like there's a dude in the wall over there.
Yes, come on, I see you. The spider, it's up top. It's, you know, be ready, but come cut me free. I can help you.
All right. I start walking out.
Just
Yep.
keep your mouth shut.
Do. Oh, hold on.
and the non-detection, I think, bugged us.
It used to work so well.
That might be the.
Uh-oh. We've been bugged!
Oh. What are you doing in that spider web?
Tab to exit.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
And escape doesn't work.
Oh,
Dun dun
dear.
dun! Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching us, and sorry for the technical difficulties.
We'll be back in just 1 second. I'm going to go to intermission just while we solve these technical difficulties.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Are we back in?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws. We're just getting back to where we left off there. These games are known for their bugs, and today is no different. We're just going to make this as quick as possible.
You gotta do the thing. Oh, never mind. Just turn off collision. That works too.
So, I'm going to avoid using T-Detect. It worked in Oblivion a lot more reliably, but it seems to be causing bugs here. So...
And not the kind we can squish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good. That was quick.
Alright, so we come in,
We burned through.
walk through, and
So,
holy effing...
somewhat retroactively, you cut through, you heard him calling out to you, he warned you about the spider, you rounded the corner, and it lowers itself.
That is a big
R2D2.
spider.
Everybody may go ahead and roll initiative.
That's all good.
You don't need to worry about the grid for this one. We can just use Theater of the Mind. I just need to find my spider real quick.
Theater of the mind.
Theater of the Mind.
It blows my mind.
Then
Alright, hold on to that number for me.
does anybody have a really big flip flop?
I have 10 for Osmond.
18.
20.
18 for
Lazalia. Zalia.
Just slapped 20.
And 14 for Adrian.
Very good. Yes, I know if I toggle TCL, nothing else can move, but I had that back on because we were running on the ground. I think it was a T-Detect problem, but such is life. The spider rolled tremendously poorly.
Awesome.
However, it does have the benefit of surprise.
Even though we were warned
We
that
knew
it's
it was
in
there.
the ceiling.
You knew it was there, but you couldn't see it from your position.
Okay.
This was very surprising.
Who was in front? Who's
That-
getting mutilated?
Osmond is bringing up the rear.
I was pretty close to the front too, even though I don't like to be there. In battle.
Then why are you there?
This is the most mom thing. Then why are you there?
Well, really?
I will say that given that you were warned that it was coming, you were kind of keeping your eyes up. When it came down, you did see it coming. You're prepared, so it doesn't get a surprise round on you.
Yay!
However, we will just go ahead and start combat with Gislad.
All right, just looking at my allies, seeing how big this thing is, and just looking. No time like the present, and that look of like fear in my eyes kind of subsides for a moment as I let a deep breath, and I just start ever so shimmering, and then I will cast Sanctuary on myself.
Very good.
And just walk right up in front of it, just like eye to eye, just hello.
Eye to eyes.
Yeah.
Eye to mandibles.
Very good. So we've got Gislad front and center. Cool as a cucumber right in front of the spider. Next up is going to be Lazalia.
Whichever. I don't care.
I may call you
Lasagna.
lasagna at one point.
Lasagna?
We have salad, lasagna, we're all
Can I
good.
get in behind said spider?
You may... Yes.
Is that more than 25 feet?
No, about 25 feet you can get there. You're fine.
Okay. Oh, I suppose I could have. No. I am going to do a double attack with my
Step.
yes,
Daggers.
steel daggers. First attack, natural 20 for a 28.
That will be a crit for sure.
And second attack is I was thrown off, is all I'm gonna say.
Well, having snuck around to the back, you actually see a gash across its thorax. It appears it has been wounded previously in battle. You see that weak point, you drive your dagger in there, give us some damage.
It is 6.
6 points of damage doubled to 12.
Yes.
Did you add your sneak attack?
Oh, would I have sneak attack?
Yes,
It could
because
see
the
me.
creature is flat-footed.
Oh, because it's
Because
flat-footed.
you flanked it, so you add a d6 and double the d6 as well.
Actually,
Oh,
isn't
the
the sneak
D6
attack's persistent
is-
damage? It doesn't get critted.
Everything gets critted.
4,
Not
so
precision damage. It's the one thing that
8.
doesn't.
Okay.
An
8.
additional 8.
But
For now, we'll double it. So you find that weak spot, you just drive your dagger in. It goes even further than you expected, so you sort of like rattle it around in there. Pull your arm back, and it just
Inside its exoskeleton.
it just sort of like writhes in pain. Its legs sort of drop through the grate that it's standing on, and it goes slump.
And Osmond's like, huh? Oh. Okay.
It was my turn to do it.
Come here.
Yeah.
These things are so dramatic when they die.
I'm gonna. You use freedom. I'm gonna cruise around in there.
I'm gonna join you in rooting around in the corpse.
I'm gonna use my daggers to get the dude out.
Do you speak to him first, or just start cutting immediately?
I'm gonna ask him where his allegiance lies.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where? Oh.
Ignore that.
Where do your allegiances lie?
With those that save my life and free me from spider webs.
Adrian just yells
What are
over.
you doing
That seems
here?"
fair.
What are you doing here?
Prospecting. Good finds to be found in Nord Burrows.
Sounds like dead desecration.
Sounds like the same reason you're here, huh?
I got to find the tablet. Not fondle the dead.
Cool. So are you gonna cut me free or what?
Are you gonna leave?
Yeah.
Do you have any weapons on you?
It'd be pretty dumb if I didn't.
I love the teenager sass that is coming out of his mouth, even though he's pinned to a bloody wall.
I'm gonna just give him a quick little punch in the head and then cut him down.
Whack.
Do
Yep.
you say anything after that, or just punch him in the head?
Just punch him in the head.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
2.
All right, 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Like, ow! Hey, what was that for?
You're being an ass.
You're
Smarten up.
the one punching a guy who's defenseless. You're an ass. Now cut me free.
Oh, Lazalia walks away.
Well, you heard her. But I think this is the only way forward we need to go, so...
Fine, I'll go. Just, and like I'm covered in muck up to my elbows.
Don't worry about
please, prestidigitation.
I'm gonna grab him by the by that harness of his chest and yank him out of it.
Make a strength check.
Make sure you throw him.
Maybe not. 11.
11. Yeah.
Over here.
You just like grab onto it, wrench backward, and just like elastic back up to him.
Oh, fine.
Just.
If you weren't so bloody rude, you'd be out of there already.
I come over and Ariane just like carefully like with her little iron dagger.
Just before that, the two of you were rooting around in the spider corpse. What were you going for?
I wasn't necessarily rooting around in the course, but I wanted to see if I could take the mandible. I want the venom from it.
Yeah. You go ahead and make a nature check. Is that what you were going for as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. You make a nature
I mean,
check.
I can aid you if you like.
Each one you know.
I don't think I need it. This is an 18.
Okay. With an 18, you manage to extract 1 dose of frostbite spider venom.
I'm gonna cork it in my little vial from my alchemist kit.
Okay.
Do you have another one of those?
Vial?
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
You owe me 1 vial.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah. So you gracefully extract another dose of frostbite spider venom. It appears to be all that you can get from this. You got sort of 1 from each fang, but it's a good haul.
Here you go. I don't actually have use for poisons for the most part.
Oh.
I just really enjoy like the harvesting.
I'm gonna
of
take out my
things.
curved or my Nordic sword. You know how it's kind of got like the ripples in it, like the different etching. I'm gonna like try to pour the venom into the etching so that it like adheres to it.
Okay. Your weapon is dosed with frostbite spider venom. Go ahead and check that in the potions section.
I think we should just set the webs on fire.
No, I'm cutting it. I'm not killing this person who's defenseless.
All right.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Cut him loose.
Leave.
Fool. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
He was the one with the key.
I told you. Should have set him on fire. Let's go.
Let's follow him then.
So he takes off running. You're following him.
Rock.
We're just like casually walking, like boom, boom.
Just like Michael Myers.
No, like Reservoir Dogs, just like slow walk.
I've got my bow and arrow out now. As soon as I see him, I'm gonna let go of it.
All right. So are we just walking or are we running?
I'm
Not
walking.
if the rock gets there first.
1, 2, Osmond's coming for you.
3, 4, Lazalia's at your door.
Okay. I need a consensus on speed.
Sorry, fast.
Walking.
Yeah.
Walking.
Or walk. No, I'm.
You
Hoof
guys
it.
can run.
Hoofing it.
He's hoofing it to a door they couldn't open. He's gonna get to a dead end. You guys
Okay.
run. I'm just gonna slowly start
Emphasis
walking.
on the dead.
Running fast. You catch him as he's making his way through the second
Yeah,
doorway.
I'm
there.
gonna let the
Fast.
arrow go.
Okay.
I also have a ray of frost to shoot.
Oh no! Don't run away, please. Slow down. No.
2 of you can go ahead and make your attack rolls.
That would be 23.
23 will hit. Roll damage.
24 for me.
24 will hit. Roll damage.
D6. 6.
6 points of
Nice.
damage.
I've been rolling really, really well for this 1d4 cantrip. So that's gonna be a total of 9 points of damage.
Nice to put the damage.
How do you get 9 with 1d4?
Because it's 1d4
4
plus your spell casting mod, and my mod is 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
She rolled the max.
Okay. So with those 2, an arrow and a blast of cold in his back, he just immediately hits the ground and slides forward about 3 feet, grinding his face across the ground.
I'm just still casually walking up. I'm like, oh no, you poor thing.
They're so dramatic.
Is there
when they
anything
die.
in here that we need to look at?
Linens,
time, my
urns, embalming tools.
This looks like this is a death preparation room.
Yeah.
Drains.
I just
Okay,
wanted to be
now,
sure that
Osmond.
there's... No.
I need to know. You said we can't desecrate the dead if they're being prepared. He's in a room that prepares dead people. Is he in the process of being prepared? Therefore, he'd
No.
be desecrating if I went through him.
He's not a node.
We just.
So
I would like to point out.
racism
No.
is the key.
He's
What's he
a
got in his
damn
person?
The secret
pointy
ingredient
elf.
is racism.
What is that?
He has a golden claw on his person.
Hey, and as I pick it
We'll
up,
take that.
Where was he hiding that?
isn't this where the shopkeep down in Riverwood was complaining about?
That's why we're here. Oh wait, no, that's not why we're here. We're here for the tablet. But also, yes!
Yes, you do recall the shopkeep complaining about losing his golden claw.
Well, that's a good thing to have then. Well, might as well take it.
And if it's not his specific golden claw, how many golden claws are there?
Right? He has a journal! Let's read all of his dark secrets!
Very good.
They may not be his dark secrets.
Well, that's true. Or they might lead us to other areas that have loot that we could possibly get. Other than that, I don't have any use for any of this.
Going through his stuff, I see that he has a second outfit, and I'm just kind of opening up, kind of like eyeball you. Could I add pants to the outfit?
I mean, that would make it warmer.
Yeah,
Might be a good
I'll take the
idea.
beltitude and put it in my.
Excellent. Anybody for the set of hide armor?
No, I've already got that.
No. All right. We'll give his
Even with a little dignity.
we'll give his journal a quick peruse. It seemed like you were interested in it.
Yeah.
My fingers are trembling. The golden claw is finally in my hands, and with it the power of the ancient Nordic heroes. That fool Lucian Valerius had no idea that his favorite store decoration was actually the key to Bleak Falls Barrow.
It was his!
Now I just need to get to the Hall of Stories and unlock the door. The legend says there is a test that the Nords put in place to keep the unworthy away, but that when you have the golden claw, the solution is in the palm of your hands.
I'm gonna take a closer look at the tome. Not the tome. The
claw.
The claw.
Ah.
Just like a really close investigation.
It's got symbols on it.
It does.
It does.
It's a whale.
John, can you move the scale for me?
Oh,
I can
sorry.
See the buttons there.
It looks like saber tooth, a butterfly, and a parrot or a pea pod. From here, anyways.
I'm not sure. I think we can zoom in on it.
Mouse wheel?
Mouse. Oh, there's lockpicks. Where are those?
There we are.
Oh, that's just our.
Oh, it's a bear.
A bear, a dragonfly, and a
Owl?
coon or an owl. Something of that nature.
Cool. That could be useful.
That probably has something to do with how we get the door open.
Probably.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that's very good to know. Is
Okay.
his book very full?
No, that appears to be like one of his latest entries. Perhaps he there's several torn out pages in the front half of the book, so maybe he makes notes and then removes them for security's sake.
Do any of you mind if I take this book for
No.
my own alchemy thingy? Thank you.
There's spells.
Is there how many pages left?
Well, I have a roll of parchment that I can also.
Got about 30 pages.
Yeah.
Well, let's head in then.
Stepping forward through the arch, burning more spider webs, you enter what appears to be a burial area.
I'm like,
A tomb.
wait. There's a Draga amongst here. We must step very carefully so we not disturb the rest. They are vengeful.
Okay. Then I will actually see Osmond being serious, and I'm like, okay. And I will hunker down a little bit and start tiptoeing.
Can we move stealthily at half speed?
Yes. Everybody's on board with
Avoid.
You hear a loud clacking on the floor.
Avoid notice.
Yes.
Alright. You don't have to roll your stealth now. It's when combat would start, you roll stealth.
Oh, okay.
I will leave that roll.
So, moving stealthily, cautiously, carefully, respectfully through the tomb, you see a number of mummified Nords who have been laid to rest in the walls of this place.
Just flavor as we're walking through. Ariane is going through the prayers of like for preparation burial from her home area. So she's just going through the prayer of the dead, basically, of her area.
Yeah.
Just,
I like it.
not that she's saying it out loud, she's just sort of thinking it to herself, but just so you all know what is going on in her mind.
It's the first time you've noticed any sort of religiousness from Osmond. He says the little talisman of Talos just kind of waving from his hand.
Lazalia, as you're walking along stealthily, carefully with everybody else, you see this unusual stone on the floor, and you just sort of raise a hand to the rest of the party.
I did wonder what that was. Hey, do you know what this is?
And I look up and see the giant spike grate, and I'm gonna give you 3 guesses.
Okay, so everybody avoid this?
You say quietly.
Yes, but I can't say it quietly.
So we're going to go around it!
Yes.
Stepping around it, you manage to avoid setting off the trap. Continuing onward, many more have been laid to rest in these halls.
This is an awful lot of noise.
There are some swinging axes.
I don't like
in the
this.
halls.
I'm going to like pat, and then like point, because it looks like there's a chain.
I will cast Mage Hand and pull the lever.
Very good.
Wait, Mage Hand.
Just like a breath of cold air. Just
Yeah.
That was cool.
Expertly done. Just well spotted. You pull the chain, the axes stop, and you continue onwards.
We need to keep a real close eye out.
Fortunately,
And I stop the party again, and I look down at that liquid on the floor, and I dip my finger in and just kind of do that. Do I?
it is a very oily substance.
Look up.
And I
There's
hold
a
the
flaming
torch
pot.
out of the way,
There's a flaming pot there. Would there be a way to safely remove it?
Well,
Just keep going, leave it.
Leave
Don't
it?
touch it, don't touch it.
Does it look like it's okay?
It's been hanging there for a while. Let's just leave it.
Okay, so then I just sort of I'm a little bit taller than normal, so I just extra duck down.
I'm
And
just,
I think we need to go along the edge.
just as a general note to just slide with your engineering skill, that's a multi-century-year-old rope. So his concern is well-founded, and he makes it clear to you. You manage to avoid stepping in the oil the whole time, still walking quietly and respectfully. You don't disturb any of the dead along your way. Continuing on and upward.
Once we're a little ways away, I will breathe a sigh of relief and go, that was really weird that they buried them standing up. I don't get that.
Those
Don't-
aren't buried. Those alive is the wrong word. But they guard these tombs.
Some wish to die on their feet.
Okay.
So they
Ah!
just died standing up then.
That didn't happen. That one is still closed.
Okay.
They didn't die standing up. Those, they're not dead. They're not alive. They're
On
standing vigil.
Okay.
They wait for
There's-
anyone
there's
who would want to
sentries.
desecrate the tomb.
There's sentries.
As I look to the right, did I see that lever there?
You see the pull chain there. I'm just going to say, as Osmond was finishing his point there, you step out and see what appear to be 2 caskets across the room.
There's also a chest.
We have to be very careful.
I say leave the chest so we don't disturb the dead. I will use Mage Hand and pull that lever.
But what if the chest holds what we're looking for?
I don't think it'd be just so casually like that. We're gonna have to get behind a door.
Having pulled the chain, clunk, 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 of the gate rising.
And that's why I did it as soon as we walked in. I'm like, oh, Mage Hand that.
So from your position here, you see it, clunk, 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 clunk. The door of that casket is kicked open.
hope this doesn't wake all the other ones that were behind.
And a Draugr steps out from it, drawing his Nordic.
This is
Nordic
what I was
greatsword.
afraid of.
So roll with stealth.
Yeah.
19.
10.
Stealth.
Also 19.
That would be a 9.
Okay. Between the two of you, choose who goes first. Osmond and Beruian.
You can go first.
Okay, sure. I am going to see him raising his shield, and we're all in pretty close proximity. Or not raising his shield, raising his sword.
Yep.
Because that's a very different item.
Yep.
And I am going to cast shield on myself first.
It's okay. Action 1.
Action 1. Shield. Action 2 and 3. This probably isn't going to do much. Frost damage.
Pew! 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 Pew!
19.
19 will hit.
It is Berber damage. 7 points.
Okay. So you hit him square in the chest with your Ray of Frost, and like the cold visibly spreads, but it's like one shade different than the color his skin is already. So you're not sure how much of an impact that has had. Osmond is next.
I'm gonna have a torch in my one hand, my sword in the other. I'm gonna slash at him with my sword and then jam the torch in his face.
Okay.
Noise!
So move, attack.
Yep. Although I don't know, yeah, I guess it's just another attack. What would you consider torch, an improvised weapon?
We'll just treat it as a simple weapon which you would be trained in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 15 for the sword, and then good luck with this. So that would be using my second one, and then 13 for the torch.
No, you expect him to be stiff and, ancient, but as you swing, he's rather quite spry for his age, and he dodges left and right both of your attacks.
So I got a 25 for the first one, and then a 13 for the second one.
Okay, those are the numbers that matter to me.
Sorry.
2 hits.
Oh, okay.
When we were looting the body, would the arrow not have been part of what we would have been able to recover?
Yes, you got the arrow back.
Okay.
So 7, and then 5. So the sword is going to do 12 points of slashing damage, and then the torch is going to do
1d6 of fire damage.
1d6.
I was going to do that. It'd be more
6
like...
points fire damage.
Fabulous. So with your first attack, you heft, and you get like right through the midsection, embedded in the spine. You pull it out, and like it doesn't seem that he feels pain, but the impact knocked him to the side and sort of opened his mouth. You just jam the torch right in there, and just like press forward until he hits the ground, and just retrieve it like
Fire.
I
Use fire.
don't have low-level fire spells. I think I have one big fire in me, and this doesn't feel like the end or the big challenge that was mentioned in the book.
I just like twirl the torch.
Well, as you said, don't desecrate the dead, so let's keep going.
I want to check that thing over there.
the chest.
Yes, that thing.
Very good. Have you any interest in the weapon on the ground? Anyone?
Not me.
Not me.
I don't have the hands to wield it.
All right. That is true. In the chest is an iron shield and some gold I can give you later.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just take the gold and leave the iron shield.
All right, continuing on the new passageway through the water. Your feet are absolutely frozen, You can try stepping from stone to stone, but still like the
We'll do
spray
our
of the
best.
water, the dampness.
I just walk through without caring, get to the other end, prestidigitation dry, warm up, and I'll just stand there going, come on, feet up, feet up,
I will.
You can just
We'll do
dry.
half.
feet up, dry,
We'll
dry.
Dry.
And then I'm gonna make it smell like lavender.
It's the nicest your feet have ever smelled. Don't give me that face.
Or would you prefer, wait, no. I make it smell
Rotten
like...
fish.
Wet dog. I imagine that scene from Monsters Inc. Like, what do you got, wet dog or low tide?
I was gonna say goat cheese.
Coming through, the two alchemists will be delighted to see glow-in-the-dark mushrooms.
Oh, those are so pretty. Yes, please.
And there's more.
I'll give you a proper count of these later, but grab what we can while we're making our way. So there's
What's
just-
the most
I
quiet?
will open the chest.
Ooh, a banded arch.
Another scroll of fireball.
We'll take the and the golden.
Very good. Do you go towards the opening to the left?
To the
water's
right?
going to, or to the right?
I just want to stick my head over the edge of the...
Yeah, peek. Oh.
Ooh.
That is not there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it won't be there when we get there.
Ha! Jump!
But there's some sort of a stone bridge, and
Oh, he noticed us.
the path appears to spiral downward.
All right. Well, it looks like our safest
go this
option
way.
is to the green path.
It's likely that it goes down to.
More jellies.
I'll collect them after.
I know.
You are a figment of your imagination.
Indeed.
A fig Newton, if you will.
Oh, look, more.
Fig-
You guys are getting a lot of mushrooms.
I suggest we just keep going where the green is. I don't feel like going down where it's wet.
I wonder if that's just a way to get up if you fall.
But there may be things down there.
True,
Do you
but
want?
I don't want to deal with wet things.
Fine.
Let's go this way. But at least for now, who knows? This might not be the
Well, we
direction we
have
need to
to
go.
go back out anyway and pick up your skeevers. We can always check it out later. More mushrooms for you too. Oh, this looks warm. Inviting.
Oh, like, hold up. Hold up.
Don't
Is that a
worry,
figment
this
of our imagination?
another figment of your imagination.
There was also a chest back there.
Ah,
On the left. No, not that far.
The other left.
You're the right.
Well, it's now on the right. No, forward. Where are you going? It's right there.
Who's in charge here?
it's locked. You're welcome to give it a crack,
I'm
Lucilia.
going to. With
And
I was
my
gonna lean
blind
over
fist.
her and just go, you got this.
And the
You got this. And I'll cast guidance, give her a +1.
And is that thievery?
Yes.
12.
Plus
12.
the 1?
No.
13?
12.
So it's a little bit more complicated than the previous lock. You can't seem to get it, but you don't break your pick in the process.
If I-
Lusalia, do you want me to have a try?
Sure.
I will go down with my one hand and just kind of play with it a little bit. Just no.
I take the iron dagger off my thing,
11.
jam it in the lock, and kick it with my heel.
You do realize that there's a thing over there.
Give a strength check.
Oh no, he's gone.
Yes.
I forgot.
They're all, as far as you can tell, sleeping, resting, whatever, because you are moving quietly through the passages.
23.
So yeah, you just you jam it right in there, you break the hell out of the ancient lock, you kick it, twisting it to the side, and it just flings out and clatters onto the ground.
Well done, husband.
It's just gold in there.
I think,
We all need it, so that's okay.
just as we're going along, just if I ever get a house, I really like the aesthetic of this place. I would love to bring one of these chests home to be just like a home chest. Because they're cool.
Sounds lovely.
These
I've
chests are
never been much for, stationary homes.
That's fair.
I've wandered my entire life. I'm not planning on putting my roots down anytime soon.
I would have enjoyed my house. The damned Imperials had other ideas.
That's why.
So,
House, who would
Osmond,
want
does
that?
this door go in or come out?
We're going to find out.
There's no handles. It's gotta be a push.
This is a push.
Just wondering.
So,
Who's lighting all these fires?
continuing your method
They're
of
ancient
walking
fires.
quietly and with great respect.
As you swiggly. Oh.
Now, is there another one of those things on the other side like you did before?
Not that you can see.
Tuck
from
and
this
roll.
Give me a moment. I did not want to use this today, but I'm going to have to now. Crack my fingers and... Jeeves, if you will, and I will cast Unseen Servant on the other end of the blades.
side. Okay.
You guys don't see anything, and I just go, Jeeves, if you will, could you go get the lever that's probably around the corner there?
Can you describe him?
It's an invisible thing. He's just...
Fabulous.
You guys don't see anything, I just seem to be talking into midair.
Although you can like throw a bed sheet over it and it's like a humanoid shape.
He runs around the corner, he finds the chain, and it might take all of his weight, but he grabs onto it, pulls it down, and
Because
stops
I
the axis.
think Unseen Servant has like the same power as a mage hand.
Yeah, it just
And
gets
I'm
the
like
job done.
looking absolutely bewildered.
Which is nonsense in that order.
Alright, let's see. No alignment,
Oh, dude,
medium.
stop
Oh,
us
it is a
from getting
medium-sized creature.
Nice.
Alright.
There appears to be...
So again, these are
Strength of negative.
resting in their closest respective resting places.
What's in there?
As we're walking, like, through, I just go, Jeeves, if you would, could you start preparing a meal for me as we walk? And you'll just slowly see out of my bag, like, an apple and some, like, cheese, and just, like, start coming out, and you just start seeing, like, dicing in the air as it making a little, like, fruit, like a food little thing.
Charcuterie.
Yeah.
Charcuterie. Cuterie.
Charcuterie! Say it like you were going to murder me!
There's a potion of resist cold if anyone wants it.
I'll take it.
Alright. Continuing along, not disturbing anything, avoiding the oil.
I was planning on waiting to use this spell until we had to camp, and then he could set up camp for us. By the way, this is Jeeves.
Hi, Jeeves.
Do
You
you
just see,
think
like, the
maybe
platters kinda go
there may
down?
be a problem with the fact that there's food floating through the air and knives going off?
It's Jeeves.
Okay, here we
Well,
are.
I'd like to examine for traps.
Yeah, by all means.
I take the food platter and just like, you want me to send Jeeves in?
Hold on, I'll see if I can see it first.
Yeah, because what if it makes an iron door come down or something, and then we can't get through?
Jeeves make us dinner tonight.
That's a good plan.
It's pretty good. Oh, it works pretty good.
How long does it last?
Can you not eat in the burial place of my ancestors?
But I'm hungry.
Just take a
That's why I'm not
chill
hungry.
pill, Osmond.
That sounds racist.
For as
Says
long-
the racist.
Duration? Sustained, so as long as I'm spending an action each turn to concentrate on this spell.
Okay.
Apple?
No!
And then you just
so
see like a wine bottle.
it will be a secret roll on my part if there is something.
Yeah. Do you need my passive something or other?
I've got it on the thing.
Right.
But making your way forward, there is no traps that come to
Where's the
your
claw?
notice.
I have it right here. Look it. It's the...
We have to make it
Bear,
the same.
dragonfly, owl.
Bear, dragonfly.
Bear on the top.
That is just memory of playing this game 10 years ago.
So we need to activate.
So I'm just gonna like try and rotate it.
A
Not
bit
the
like
owl.
the, not Wheel of Fortune,
The wheels things we saw earlier.
no, Bob Barker.
Oh,
Price is Right.
Price is
Price
right.
like.
You just like grab it, pull, and it spins with you.
Oh wait, the owl
You
needs to
click
be
each
on
one
top.
twice.
Bear, eagle, dragonfly.
It's bear, dragonfly, owl.
Ow. There we are.
And then I look at the door and I look at the claw and I'm just like 3 points.
I got it. And I'm gonna like put
As you guys are like concentrating on it, I'm just sitting back and Jeeves, would you just do me a favor and rub my feet for a second? I just sit down with my feet up and you see Jeeves like massaging my toe beans.
Very nice. Having completed the proper procedure, inserting the key and turning it, the door sinks into the floor.
Do we still have the claw though? Or
You
did
do.
it? Okay, good.
Alright, we make our way up.
Who lit these braziers?
The ancient
dead.
magical
Keep it.
braziers. I hear
Well,
skittering.
considering that it's lit up like crazy, I'm assuming our tablet's up here.
That would
I
make
am
sense.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. That is now the verbal component of Pass Without Trace. Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Do I
suspicious.
smell the dead?
You haven't stopped smelling the dead since you entered at the top of the mountain.
What
You see Jeeves like trying to fold, like take that. He took the tunic out, my thing, and starts folding it properly, and like.
So there's some sort of a wall with strange markings on it, glowing in the center, the same ribbons of light that came from the person who died rescuing you at the very escape of Helgen. And you seem uncontrollably drawn to this wall, with a force stronger than you have ever felt before, something you don't understand, but you find yourself moving forward closer and closer.
In preparation for us getting closer, like getting up, I'm just gonna take out the minor magicka potion and just like look,
Very good.
and regain a spell.
As you get closer and closer, your vision narrows and narrows until all that you see is just this one glowing scribbling on the wall.
I would imagine that as we get closer and closer to this, the mark on my face starts to glow.
What
Yes,
was that?
it absolutely does. And you hear, you don't hear so much as you feel thumping against your chest, a primal drum beat. And deep inside you, you feel something. You can't describe it. A strong force within you, like your heart beats twice as strong as it did before.
Yo,
Do I recognize any of this script? Is this like ancient Nordic? Have I seen this before?
If you have any lore or religion kind of thing you want to roll, or society,
I'll take religion on that one.
Did you feel that?
18.
18. You think you've
Jeeves.
seen this?
Did you feel it?
Jeeves felt nothing.
I can't even see what he would say to me, so I just like I'm talking to nothing.
He's holding the charcuterie board and does this for no and this for yes.
But don't spill the shit.
One thing you feel that
Pull me
that seems to make sense is a deepened connection to one another, having experienced this spiritual happening together. With your religion roll, you don't recognize this text for any words that may be in it, but you feel somewhat confident that this is or was the language of the dragons.
That would make sense. They could make with the claws.
Just gonna reach out and just sort of run my hand, like I'm reading Braille, just run my hand along all of the words.
As you were running your hand along the grooves of the wall earlier, you felt fine craftsmanship, smooth markings, intricate textures. These are much more roughly hewn with intelligence, but with brute strength rather than careful precision.
While they're concentrating on the wall, I just kind of like turn around and look at the rest of the room and like, well, we're looking for a tablet.
It's a relatively open chamber.
Should
Daylight.
we be copying that down? Sorry.
Oh
What?
no.
That.
Swing!
That. Hold on. I probably need to turn those back on. That sarcophagus, that's the word I was looking for, bursts open. And out of it climbs the most well-equipped Draugr you've seen in all of these burial chambers. His muscles are less emaciated than the others that you've seen buried, and he stares at you with cold blue eyes that seem to pierce right through your soul.
Kinsman!
Hey, Uncle Vinny!
I think we're in the right place.
He's a friend from work! For this, we will roll initiative.
Perception, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yes, ordinary.
That's 8, my friends.
23!
I am not as distracted by this well as I thought I would be. 15.
20.
Nice.
8.
Yes, I got you. I just need to remember. You were 20?
Yep.
Excellent. So he stands up, eyes piercing through your soul. Hold on. Forgive me, he is still up there. He's drawn a glowing blue sword in one hand.
Ooh.
Jaslad will have the first action. John, if you would be so kind as to run up and just slap the grid on.
Sure.
Or no, we'll just do medium scale.
Do you want to do the button thing for him up there, or is he staying down?
Yes.
You're going up there, John.
It will become second nature soon.
Just mention it, that's all.
I appreciate that you remember it even though you can't see it.
It's very cool.
Sometimes my memory great, sometimes good, sometimes it's shit.
Alright, Jaslad, you have the first action. You and the party are not exactly there. You're sort of huddled. No, you were the first to step out. You are there. The rest of the party's back there.
John, I'm actually like right up against the wall over here, still like enamored by the pokey wall.
Looks good. He's up on the dais still.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look back at my allies and go, let him have me. And I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself, and then I'm going to use my movement to walk up to it.
Okay.
And then what are you doing?
That's it. 2 action to cast Sanctuary, 1 action move. I'm standing eye to eye to it, right in front of it.
Alright, John, if you would just move him right up next. Yes, right. He is up there, not as depicted on the image. Very good. So he steps out of his sarcophagus. He draws his sword. All of his joints seem to crack into place. He stares into your soul, particularly you, Jaslad, mere inches away from his face, and you feel a force work deep from within him and emanate out from his face with the force of 1,000 beating drums. A sound you've never heard before yet seems familiar, and it impacts you with the same strength of the emboldened beating of your heart. As he says, Foos!
Ow.
See?
You have Sanctuary on you, what does that mean?
But it doesn't stop this.
You and Osmond are in the path of this. I'm going to need a fortitude save for both of you.
Nice.
23!
18.
Okay. You're both going to take 5 points of force damage. Osmond, you are pushed 5 feet back in your clumsy 1.
Whoa.
Jaslad, you managed to resist that clumsiness effect and the push. You're still right in front of him. You took the damage, but you steel yourself against the impact.
Clumsy 1?
Yes.
I just look at him just like...
So I'm pushed 5 feet back?
Yes.
What next?
He's just going to heft his glowing sword above him and make 2 strikes at you.
Have him make a will save for each strike first. Have him make a will save first.
Okay.
1.
Oh,
18 and 15.
The 18 fails, and the 15 will fail, but I just gotta double check something, because, yep. He cannot attack me and he wastes his action. He can't attempt further attacks against the target this turn.
Okay, so the second strike is moot. He will do something else with that. He'll raise his sword, swing it at you, and something slows his strike. His wrinkled and withered face seems confused in some way. He just sort of rips his weapon back and sort of pushes past you and staggers towards the rest of the party. He'll get right about there, not quite against Osmond, but close. Next will be Lazalia.
I am going to... Thank you. I am going to head over here.
That far would be 2 actions. You can get about directly beneath the person in beige.
So
Or
here,
halfway between them and the bad guy.
right there.
Just an inch to the right there. On the crack. Yeah.
Okay, so then I am going to take out my bow and shoot at him.
Do it.
He is within 70 feet, I know that. So that would be an 18.
18 will hit.
Sorry, 17.
17 will hit.
Okay. Oh, it's a d6. That would be 6.
6 points of damage.
Yep.
Excellent. So you draw the bow, you take a solid shot, and you hit him clean in the shoulder where he's unarmored. He takes 6 points of damage. Do you have third action you'd like to do?
I took out my bow. Wasn't that an action?
Oh, yeah, I suppose that is fair. Next will be Eruian.
Can Orion make it up to him? Actually, it's gonna make it, because nobody's quite there, so just within, 10 feet of him.
Yep.
And is going to be just rubbing her hands together and speak fire into her hands, casting burning hands.
Burning feet.
Burning hands.
I
I need a reflex.
That's 15 feet, right?
It's a 15-foot cone, so I'm gonna be not right at him. I'm gonna be 10 feet away, so he's within the 15 feet.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, he's there. I'm thinking of that. Yeah, you're fine there.
Yep. Kablooey! Kablooey!
Pretty good.
Kabababoom.
I need a reflex save.
Yes. Pretty good. 20.
Alright, so he succeeds, which means he takes half damage, which is 5. I rolled a 10.
Very good. The fire seems to affect him quite well. Sort of his withered and dried skin sort of melts and sloughs a bit as you hit him with the fire.
Oh.
Next will be Osmond.
Seeing that the fire is working quite well, I'm going to go with my old-fashioned stab in the torch.
Stab in the torch. You want to go ahead and move yourself
move
up?
up?
Yep.
So the sword's going to hit with the torch? I don't think so. So we have a 19 to hit with the sword, and then we only have 8 to hit with the torch.
Yeah, no, just the sword will hit.
For 10 points of damage.
Excellent.
By the way, when we,
The frostbite. I assume the frostbite poison is going to do jack.
Yeah, it works its way off the blade with the strike, but it has no visible effect.
Yeah.
I was gonna say at the beginning of combat, the security board goes ting 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 because I lost concentration on it.
That is true. Yeah, it just it drops and the food scatters all across the floor.
Ow!
Next is Gislat.
Gislad is gonna use his first action to get right back up into Mr. Ghoulie Ghoul's face.
Mm-hmm.
I'm way over there.
So that's a double action, isn't it?
I have 30 feet of movement.
Yes, that's just outside of a single movement based on the scale there.
Well, okay, because he used his one movement to get out there, so I was literally between him and there. So
You know what? That is a valid point. The scale has failed me somewhat there, but yeah, you're right up against him. You're flanking.
okay. Because yeah, I wanted, if I can, I wanted to get as close between him and my allies.
Yes, absolutely.
I guess that's as far as I can get. Will be one action to get there. I will use an action to cast Inspire Courage.
Yep.
Everyone gets a +1 to attack and damage.
Feel inspired.
Inspired! I just look at everyone and go, fuck him up for me, please. Like, I look like I'm trying to say a lot of energy, but under Sanctuary, I'm just like, just fuck him up, please.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will use my third action to just taunt him. Just be like, you're a dick. You're not a real Norse. Real Norse actually die. You're just a pathetic, shambling mound. You're no good. You're just a doorstop. I'm just trying to hurt his feelings.
Okay, take 1 point of psychic damage.
You can do that with Intimidate if you want to demoralize your foe.
Sure.
Yeah.
That will be because I can use my performance in place of it.
25.
So essentially, I'm doing like yo mama jokes. Actually, you're such a bad Nor.
In what language?
Probably actually. What language do I have? Yeah, no, I'm just yelling it to him common, so it'd be a circumstance -4, I believe.
So it doesn't seem to have any psychological, like, emotional effect on him, but the grating sound of you shrieking insults at him appears to, like, raise his shoulders a little bit.
Because it's a 25 total.
Yeah.
Just like, you're nothing. You're useless.
Frozen tear escapes his...
Nords are not true men. They're just, you know,
Oh, you got...
frostbitten monkeys.
Whoa!
I just look at Osmond.
Real men are hairy all over. All right, good turn. It's the bad guy's turn.
I hope I pissed him off enough.
Yeah.
Who's he facing, though?
He's still facing you. He didn't wheel around. For his turn, he's going to reposition slightly to right about there. Again, he's going to channel this power from deep within, and with immeasurable
Force.
Immeasurable force. A deep, reverberating foos rolls out across the three of you. I need fortitude saves from everyone except for Rosalia.
You did better than me.
No. You got a 16. I got a 9.
Yeah, so you get a better fortitude than me.
23.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Success.
14.
Alright, 8 points of damage to everybody. And Irulian, you are pushed back 5 feet and clumsy 1.
That means...
You can mark it in your conditions and I'll take care of it for you.
Yep, I'm doing that right
She's
now.
pushed back 5 feet.
Oh, that's right.
So having done those two things,
Oh, I guess that was more.
he's going to sort of raise his sword in an interesting position, point forward, preparing himself for whatever attacks may come. Next will be Lazalia.
I am going to rage. I'm going to move my 25 feet. Can I get up to here?
Yeah, you'll lose 5 feet of your movement, but it's a small enough step that you can just sort of like hop up it without too much trouble.
And I am going to shoot my arrow at him again.
Shoot your arrow.
Shoot your arrow. Shoot your arrow.
That is a 12.
Plus the one from my Inspire Courage.
13.
No, from that distance, he sees you getting prepared and knocking your arrow, and he definitely just dodges to the side and it skitters around the rounded wall.
I am going to try again.
Very good.
Not any better. That is 9.
9. Alright, so you're a little bit shaken from the reverberations that almost seem to shake the earth when this thing speaks. Your second
Yes.
shot is no better than the first, and it glances off to the right.
Okay.
Next is Iruian.
Adrian is going to get up right in between her friends. Just going to rub her hands together within 15 feet.
Yes.
Rub her hands together. Just burn. And cast one more time her last first level spell.
Nice.
Burning hands. I need another reflex save. Please.
Oh, very good. 24.
Okay, well, 18 is my DC, so that's not a critical success. That one's not as good. That's 7 half.
Plus an extra point of damage.
8 half, so 4 fire.
Okay.
It's only one less than the last time.
The fire still seems to be having a good effect, and the flesh is sloughing off. You can see exposed bone in places that aren't armored. He's not doing great. That's all 3 of your actions. Next is Osmond.
So I'm going to approach.
Yep.
Question. So if my weapon has the property of trip,
Yes.
is that part of the attack itself, or is that a separate thing I need to do to make him trip? Like another action.
It's an action to trip.
Another action.
It's just that weapon's really good at it.
Never mind.
You can use this weapon to trip with the athletics skill, even if you don't have a free hand.
Okay.
So normally you need a free hand to like
But
grab
it's
their
still
hand.
another action.
Yes, and it is included in your multiple attack penalty.
Let's
Noted.
take the assurance moment. Oh, good. You know what I'm...
No, I did.
Do you do the full...
You know I did.
But you're
19
using a
hit.
sword.
20.
Oh no, because the ancient Nord weapons have trip,
Trip.
right? Yeah.
20.
20 will hit.
Did you add the +1 for me?
I did a +1 for you.
Was this a strike or a trip attempt?
This was a strike.
Okay.
Just plain old strike. 11 points to strike, and then I'm going to follow that up with my torch.
Is that my +1 too?
That's with your +1 too. I did.
Alright, so with your 11, it wasn't a tripping maneuver, but you cleave laterally and you get through one leg and halfway through the other, and he drops to the ground, and with the most forceful gasp of the last breath of life you've ever heard, he sinks into the ground, and just for good measure, you jam your torch in there and twist it around a bit.
Ah!
Good job, Osmond!
Well then.
You one ugly bastard.
Alright, clear the board there, clear the scales.
Hey Osmond, I think you will want to see that sword. I'm going to put John back into his spot in the camera thing.
Yes, thank you.
I'm going to retrieve my arrows.
Yes, you are able... Well, go ahead and make a perception check real quick.
I saw where they skittered off to. 17.
Yeah, you managed to find both of them all right with a little bit of hunting.
I actually shot 3. 1 into
Yeah.
him and 2 that skittered off.
The one that went into him was roasted,
Okay,
and
fair
so
enough.
the wood is no good on that.
I wondered that.
Yeah.
As you sort of look sullenly at your roasted arrow, I go, sorry.
Sorry. You did good.
All right.
Oh, I'm tired, guys.
I'm going to look at that glowing sword and cast Detect Magic to see, is it actually magical or is it just covered in that goop from the mushrooms earlier?
It is actually magical.
Ancient Nord Sword of Cold.
Osmond.
I like pick it up and
It feels ice cold in your hands. Like are you wearing gloves?
yeah, like leather, just leather.
You feel it cut through the gloves as if it was just bare hands on frozen steel.
Ooh, that's ice cold, baby.
Ice, baby. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm
What else is
gonna
on the
go
body?
up
Is there
and
anything on him?
We'll check the body real quick. On him, tucked into sort of the back of his chest
His
plate,
booty.
is what appears to be the Dragonstone you were sent here to collect.
Pull it out. We got what we need. I'm guessing light bulk.
and we'll take the gold too.
Who wants to help carry it then? Do you guys want me to, or?
I don't have much in the way of bulk.
Well, I got... Oh, because you want to carry it then?
Do you have a backpack?
I got the satchel, so...
It will be one bulk just because of the stone nature of it.
But that's why I'm asking. Do you guys want me to carry it then? Because I'm not carrying much.
Oh, okay, sure.
For brevity's sake, I will give you the loot that's in the chest and all through the rest of the chamber. When we in the out of game chat, so you guys can pick what you want, pick what you want to sell, so on and so forth. We will just continue onwards real quick.
What's on the stairs here?
It looks like there's stairs.
Wait.
Got the brazier. And
Remember how last time we went through that little area and it was very conveniently located to come out the end? And I just keep walking. Like, don't tell me. Don't tell me all Nords did this. There's a little lever, I pull it. You son of a bitch, Nords. You son of...
That's how they got out.
For convenience sake.
They did all the work, and then they could get out this way.
Oh, look, another chest.
Oh, look.
We'll add that all later.
That reef didn't have anything in particular on it, did it?
No, but you can tell just looking at it, it's holly.
Okay. I'll take, like, just a couple of the berries.
Wait.
And just sort of, like, smush it.
Osmond, are we right above your house?
Yes, we are.
Oh, how convenient.
Pretty close. You might just be on the other side of it. It's hard to tell from this angle. But I think we will end things right there. Just to save a little bit of time, we will say that you make it back to Whiterun safely.
Oh, okay.
By the time you get there, it's rather late in the evening.
It's probably late right now. We probably have to camp out in Riverwood.
I mean, it's
not that bad.
It's getting dark, but you know how long the journey is, and after all that, you feel like a good bed is definitely in order, and you've collected enough gold to more than pay for a good night's rest.
Then I say we make it back to Whiterun as quickly as we can.
So, fireside chat this week for anyone interested in joining us on Discord, seeing the characters interact in character throughout the week between sessions. Fireside chat will be at the Bannered Mare Inn, and whatever shopping or anything else wants to be done in the morning before we reconvene and return to the Jarl and his mage assistant with the Dragonstone.
When we, just a point of order, as we're walking to Whiterun, as soon as it's off in the distance and we see it, I'm like, do crap, and then I drop my cat form and am shorter and turn back into myself.
Very good.
Don't want to confuse people.
Yeah, I wonder if the innkeeper will cook these rabbits for us. Make a nice rabbit stew.
I mean, we have plenty of food. It might help bolster their stock and at least compensate them for our meal.
Just a quick point of order. Though you have found an escape here, it's a bit of a treacherous climb, and you have all of those skeevers you set onto braziers. Would you want to return backwards through the dungeon to collect all of those?
We got 7 skeevers total.
Okay, so you don't need to go back for the other ones?
No, I'm okay without going.
Alright, well, taking your time, you will definitely be able to climb down here with some caution. You've got some ropes, so you'll be fine. And like I say, we will pick things up back at Whiterun after some shopping has been done, and we will continue our adventure. For those of you at home, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We love you very much.
Bye, everyone.
And we will see you next Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye.